Some of the best sounds you'll ever hear are generic, safe, effective, even money-saving, just like FDA-approved generic drugs. Even if they don't come in the exact same color or shape as their brand name equivalents, they have the same key ingredients and go through a rigorous review process. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist today and visit fda.gov/generic drugs. Generics are safe, effective, and can save you money. You'll like the sound of that.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
The Iowa Hawkeyes have made a habit of beating top 5 teams at home and will be looking to accomplish that for the 6th time in 7 tries in Kinnick Stadium against number 4 Michigan. Kirk Ferentz says the common theme to all those games was the Hawkeyes limited mistakes and played complete games.
We're going to have to play really, really well all 3 phases. I mean, just basic answer there, and every play. That's the biggest thing. So, and then hopefully we can get them to slip up or make a mistake or two, but they haven't made a lot of them this year. So it's going to be a big challenge.
And a better start will help. The Wolverines hit the Hawkeyes with 2 big plays early in the Big Ten championship game and rolled to a 42-3 victory. The Iowa defense also has a big challenge trying to contain Michigan running back Blake Corum, who piled up 243 yards last week in a win over Maryland.
He's really patient, and then he's very sudden once he decides to hit the hole. He's got great feet, he's compact, and he can break tackles, make people miss, so it's going to take all of us to stop him.
It's an 11 a.m. kickoff. It'll be televised by Fox. Iowa State has dominated the recent series against Kansas. The Cyclones have won the last 7 meetings, and the average margin of victory, 24 points. This figures to be a much closer game tomorrow against a surprising Jayhawk team that is 4-0 and averaging 48 points per game.
Number one, they've got an outstanding quarterback that's going to threaten that on every play. And then number 2, what they do with the different motions and the different type of scheme, they challenge you. And so credit to them. I think they've done a great job of putting their offensive kids in great position to be successful.
That's ISU coach Matt Campbell. Senior receiver Xavier Hutchinson says the Jayhawks also have an aggressive style on defense.
They're a fly-around defense. They play a lot of cover 1 quarters and maybe a little bit of cover 3, but their defense plays to their offense. And when a defense is like that, that you can you'll have some opportunities to make big plays, and hopefully we can cash in on those big plays when it presents itself.
Kickoff is 2:30 in Lawrence. It'll be televised by ESPN2. Coming off its first victory of the season, UNI is at home to take on Indiana State. The Sycamores are 2-1.
I mean, they're always well coached. They're in position. They're always going to have a couple of really good skill guys. They're doing some Wildcat stuff again, to throw it in there. So, and their defense is always structured in a way to create pressure.
That's Coach Mark Farley. High school football's next on the Scouting Report.
Titans go!
When the Teen Titans go to the movies, they know the best way to travel is safely.
Hollywood, here we come!
Road trip! And you know it's super.
To keep your child safe, be sure to use the right car seat for their age and size.
Exactly.
I know you're feeling. We're finally on the big screen.
Have a seat, my dude. For more information on finding the right seat, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Gotcha. That's a wise move.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
A lot can happen in 6 seconds. A rodeo ride, a dramatic basketball win, and the world record holder can solve a Rubik's Cube. 6 seconds is how long it takes for an 18-wheeler traveling at a safe speed to come to a complete stop. And in those 6 seconds, that truck will travel the length of 2 football fields. So please, give them room. Never cut in front of a large truck for any reason. Our roads, our safety. Learn more at sharetheroadsafely.gov.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
Week 6 of the high school season features 10 rated clashes, including 3 top 5 showdowns. That includes Class A top-ranked West Hancock, which visits number 5 Hartley Melvin Sanborn. Zarin Eggesdahl has a preview.
Even as the defending state champions, undefeated, scoring 50 points a game and only allowing their opponents to score 9, the West Hancock football program and head coach Mark Sanger feels they still have something to prove tonight when they travel 92 miles west to Hartley Melvin Sanborn.
Well, absolutely. last year doesn't do anything for us this year. We do have something to prove. This group of seniors has their turn to make a mark on our program and a mark on what they want to do in 2022, and we got to earn everything we get and prove everything just like every other week.
This will be the 4th meeting in the last 3 years, all of which have been played in Britt and all of which have been won by the Eagles. West Hancock goes on the road to Hartley Melvin Sanborn for the first time.
Kind of a good way to say is we're going into hostile territory as far as, a team we've played a couple times last year, some very good football games. Expect it to be a lot of the same. Trying to prepare our guys for a crazy atmosphere and a great high school football game that's 4-quarter physical contest, and I think it's going to be an excellent game to figure out where we're at as a football team.
For Radio Iowa, I'm Zaron Egestel.
Also in Class A, second-ranked Linville Sully hosts Colfax Mingo. It's number 3 Grundy Center at Nashua Plainfield, while 4th-ranked Woodbury Central visits Westwood. Rivals collide in 1A as 5th-ranked Dike New Hartford visits number 6 Applington Parkersburg. John Mowinkle reports.
Dike New Hartford is bolstered on offense by running back Jarek Hall, who's 3rd in Class 1A in total rushing yards. While head coach Don Betts is confident in his weapons on both sides of the ball, the rivalry trumps all else.
This is a great rivalry game, maybe one of the best in Northeast Iowa, if not the entire state. For years and years, we've battled it out back and forth. It's great for our communities. It's great for our school districts and for the kids, our fans. They all get really excited about it. I've said this many times. It's the biggest game of the year. It doesn't matter what the records are.
Applington Parkersburg has possibly its most complete team in several years. Head coach Alex Pollock says the game will have a historic feel.
We just haven't been at this magnitude for a while. So, that's exciting to me. That's the way it should be. That's the way the AP-DNH rivalry should be. I think back to when I was in high school. You think about all the people around the fence, the craziness that goes along with it. That's what it should be.
Tonight's winner will sit firmly atop the district standings with 2 games remaining. For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm John Mowinkle, KLMJ KQCR, Hampton Parkersburg.
There's one other rated matchup in 1A. It finds 3rd-ranked West Branch at 9th-ranked Durant. It's top-ranked Van Meter visiting Nottoway Valley. 2nd-ranked Underwood is at home against Trainer. Another top 5 matchup tonight takes place in 8-player as number 1 Remsen St. Mary's is at 5th-ranked Newell Fonda. It's 2nd-ranked Waco visiting Lone Tree. Number 3 Don Bosco visits GMG, while 4th-ranked Easton Valley is at home against Calamus Wheatland. This season, Bex is recognizing student athletes that are not just a star in athletics, but a player that shows heart in school, at work, through the community, and in the ag industry. Dominic Clayton from Grinnell enjoys competing in football and the show ring.
At these shows, you see the same people, and, you see that one person that beats you every week, and then you go out there and if you beat them, it gives you some energy.
The experience has taught him patience.
You're not going to start out winning all the time. When I first started showing, I wasn't always getting first place and stuff, and it still isn't. It's going to take some time, dedication, definitely.
Growing up on a 4th-generation farm has taught Natalie Benkin from CAM how to handle adversity in volleyball and softball.
We always face challenges on the farm, and I carry that with me into sports. We may be losing in sports, and you have to push yourself and challenge yourself to get better and finally pull out the win, that's with farming as well.
Ethan Marceau from Algona Garrigan has grown up and worked on a farm that's been in the family for years. It's a busy lifestyle as a 3-sport athlete who's also involved in choir and school musicals.
School's first. You got to get that done first, get your grades good. Then you can go into your athletics, have time for them. And then after that, whenever I can, help out on the farm.
Caden Abbas of AGWSR works on a livestock and crop farming operation outside of Ackley. He's a 3-sport athlete, and among his various activities is coaching a youth flag football team.
High schoolers of my age helped me when I was that age, and they just said, if you want to go to this camp and help the kids learn about football, help them learn the basics, and they needed another person to coach, and I have free time, so I said, I can help coach, and it's a lot of fun. It's just seeing the kids play and learn how to play.
Bex, players with heart. The rest of Week 6 is next on the Scouting Report.
Every farmer has their reason for why they do what they do. For Bex, it's faith, family, and farming. Since 1937, the Beck family and family of employees have been committed to honoring God and helping farmers succeed. Farming is full of extremes, and we face the challenges with hard work and steadfast determination, delivering quality line of products backed by legendary customer service. We look forward to standing by your side, supporting you as you live out the life you were meant to live. Bex, when it comes to farming, we believe in something more.
Who is a Beck's player with heart?
Growing up on the farm, you know, you got to get stuff done. I have to get the job done there.
I love the team effort in football. It really couldn't be done by just a few people. You need every single person.
Beck's is recognizing student athletes that are not just a star on the playing field, but a player that shows heart in school and in the ag industry. Nominate a player today. Go to brownfieldagnews.com and search Player with Heart. Beck's, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
Two of the contenders in Class 3A District 2 collide as second-ranked Humboldt hosts number 5 North Polk. It's one of several big games remaining in a loaded district that also includes 6th-ranked Nevada. Defense has been a key for Humboldt. The Wildcats have shut out 4 of their first 5 opponents.
Our defensive line does a really, really good job of controlling the line of scrimmage. We play a 3-5 defense, and when you have 3 guys that you feel can do that week in and week out, it sure helps your linebackers out to flow freely from sideline to sideline.
That's Humboldt coach Derek Elman. Another rated clash in 3A finds 4th-ranked Adel ADM hosting number 7 Creston. Drew Russell has a preview.
Offense is the name of the game tonight in Adel as 2 of the top offenses square off. ADM is 2nd in 3A in points and 1st in total yards. Creston is 5th in points and 2nd in total yards. Both teams will be keeping an eye on how their defenses will counter against these potent offenses. And ADM coach Garrison Carter says that turnover battle is something his club has been focused on.
That's something that's been a real big point of emphasis for us actually this week is ripping the ball out. And, in games like this, you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to force turnovers, and you have to take care of the football on offense if you want to be successful.
ADM's defense will have to be stingy against the leading rusher in 3A in Creston tailback Brennan Hayes, who has 1,023 yards rushing, including 433 last week against Knoxville.
We've tried to build our defense around stopping the run, and I think obviously our front 7 are going to have to be lights out, and sound, and then I think it comes down to just making sure they're doing their job, right? At the highest level they can possibly can, I think we'll be okay.
ADM won the matchup last year 42-0. For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm Drew Russell with Raccoon Valley Radio, KKRF, Stuart, Adel.
Also in 3A, top-ranked Harlan is at home against Atlantic. It's number 3 Mount Vernon visiting Assumption. In 2A, a pair of teams looking to bounce back from losses meet as 7th-ranked OABCIG hosts Pocahontas area. Ryan Thompson reports.
OABCIG is in the unfamiliar position of trying to bounce back from a loss. The defeat at the hands of Spirit Lake last week was just the 3rd time the Falcons have lost a game over the last 4 seasons. OABCIG coach Larry Allen says they want to have a better rushing performance this year against Pocahontas area and also change their approach through the air.
Last year we really struggled to run the ball at 4-man front, only 5 guys in the box, and we really struggled to run the ball last year. We're hoping this year we can get some things figured out a little bit and we take advantage of our passing downfield. Needs to be more short yardage passing and then take the shots down the field. We haven't always done that. We're looking a little bit too deep, so that's kind of been a focus this week as well.
The Indians started the season 3-0 but have dropped their last 2. Pokey coach Mike Ains says OABCIG speed will be tough to handle.
Not only with our offense being on the field, but when we are on defense, they're so explosive. There's so much speed and so much talent on that team, and so we've somehow got to slow them down and maybe create some punts, hopefully create some turnovers, and just try to keep them off balance as much as we can.
This was a close matchup last year when OABCIG defeated Pocahontas area 20-13. For the Scouting Report from Storm Lake, I'm Ryan Thompson.
Also in 2A, top-ranked Williamsburg is on the road at Mid-Prairie. It's number 2 Central Lyon George Little Rock visiting Unity Christian. There's one rated matchup in 4A tonight. It finds 5th-ranked Indianola hosting number 7 Norwalk. Top-ranked Lewis Central is at Des Moines Hoover, while 2nd-ranked Cedar Rapids Xavier hosts Pella. And there's 2 rated matchups in Class 5A tonight. One of them finds 3rd-ranked Ankeny hosting number 8 West Des Moines Valley, while 7th-ranked Urbandale's at home against number 9 Ankeny Centennial. Top-ranked Pleasant Valley plays host to Bettendorf. That's all for the Scouting Report. For Radio Iowa Sports,
Sarah Nagastal.
Thanks, John. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forest City High School as we get set for tonight's district football matchup between the Forest City Indians and the Clear Lake Lions. It is the Kingland Construction pregame show. Our Kingland Construction pregame show today Kingland Construction loves to support the area in many ways. When you need to build a house, outer building, or even remodel, call Kingland Construction Service today at 641-585-0101. Forest City and Clear Lake playing for the 91st time in recorded meeting here in 2022, and what has to be pretty close to, if not, a state-leading 72nd time in a row since 1950. Forest City and Clear Lake have not missed a meeting, including the 2020 pandemic year when a lot of teams lost those rivalries they have with area teams in which the state kind of set everybody around, but Forest City was still able to get that game in with the Clear Lake Lions in 2020 since 1950. The Indians and the Lions have not missed a matchup, and we are sure to have another one here in 2022. Taking a look at that all-time series, Clear Lake leading the all-time series 63-21. There were also, way back in the day, 6 ties that happened between these two teams. Clear Lake 2-3 overall. They are 1-1 in Class 2A District 2. They lost their opening matchup in Class 2A District 3 to Osage a couple of weeks ago in a game in which Clear Lake threw 4 straight turnovers, or had 4 straight turnovers in 4 straight possessions. We're going to talk with Coach Jared DeVries in his 8th season with the Clear Lake Lions here in just a couple of minutes, but that's a recipe for disaster. 4 straight turnovers in 4 straight series is for the Clear Lake Lions, and something Forest City, if they get the opportunity, will have to capitalize on here this evening. Clear Lake came back and was able to take care of business 48-8 over the Garner-Hayfield Ventura Cardinals at Garner Homecoming last week. That brings us here tonight. 7 o'clock kickoff between Forest City and Clear Lake. It is the Indians who are 1-4 overall. Forest City is 0-2 in Class 2A District number 3, trying to find their first district win and trying to find their first win to stop a 4-game losing streak since they defeated the Lake Mills Bulldogs on week number 1. Got some injury news to start off the pregame show with. We didn't know. We knew earlier in the week that Titan Schmidt, the sophomore running back for Clear Lake, also plays corner. We knew he was going to be questionable coming in tonight. We now know that he will not be active for the Lions. So sophomore running back and corner will not be active for Clear Lake tonight. That is Titan Schmidt here in this game. That means it's going to be the freshman, Sam Dodge, the wears number 33 freshman, 5'11", 155, will get the start at the running back position for the Clear Lake Lions. Some big news to start off this game. Haven't played much without a Schmidt in the lineup, whether it's Jagger Schmidt from last year. Lions also, of course, missing Carson Tavey, their quarterback from a year ago, who's lost to graduation as well, and haven't played much of this season without a Schmidt in their backfield at all either. But second half last week against Garner-Hayfield Ventura, and it will be this game tonight here against the Forest City Indians. We're going to take a break. When we come back in 1 minute, we will be joined by 8th-year head Clear Lake football coach Jared DeVries right here on KIOW. We'll come right back.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101. MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Welcome back on the Kingland Construction pregame show. Forest City and Clear Lake coming up here in just a few minutes. But first, let's go behind the enemy lines. We're going to talk with Clear Lake head football coach Jared DeVries. And, Coach, kind of just tell me about how your year has gone so far in your perspective.
Oh, I like our team. We continue to improve every week. Really, the games that we have lost have been take no credit away from the opposing team. Games we have lost, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot. So we've really just been concentrating on ourselves, what we're doing, how we're doing it, and I feel good about our football team.
Coach, the loss of production from your team from last year, your your running back, your quarterback, a lot of your really big pieces on the senior leadership side gone from last year's team.
Yeah, obviously we did lose quite a productive senior class. Pretty much our entire backfield. It was our entire backfield. We're seniors, with our quarterback and our running back being the biggest two playmakers we had. So we have some younger guys in there right now. Titan Schmidt at the running back position has done a fantastic job. Sam Dodge, freshman, did an awesome job last weekend. And then Kale's just done a wonderful job in his first year as a starter, commanding the offense, controlling the offense, making all the right reads, all the right calls, all the right adjustments. So we've been very, very pleased.
Coach, let's shift now and talk about your defense. You lost the district defensive player of the year, and some of those same guys we talked about on offense, you also lose on defense.
They've come along nicely. Again, our back end is probably the most experienced of the three groups. We were very not young at linebacker, but inexperienced, and those guys have just done a fantastic job as the year has gone along, learning on the job. And then up front, we finally got Thomas Meyer back, and he continues to impress and improve every week. And I'm anxious to watch the guys play and compete and do their thing.
Obviously, you know Coach Moore. You know what the Indians are going to bring out tonight. So what do you expect from Forest City?
Well, they're always well coached. They got great players. Obviously, Coach Moore will have them ready. His son has done a fantastic job. It seems like he's all over the field. Anytime they need to play, he's making it. And they got a nice young quarterback, excellent running back. So we'll have our hands full. We just got to go out and execute and compete as hard as we can compete.
Coach, as you mentioned when we first started, but looking at your schedule, you're within 8 points of Dyke New Hartford, a highly ranked 1A team. You're within a possession of Algona, who's a ranked 3A team at times. Osage has been on the verge of being a ranked 2A team, and you just have some losses in your schedule that one or two plays go your way. You could be an undefeated football team or a one-loss football team.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually had a friend said, you're six plays away from being undefeated. Well, I had to tell him, unfortunately, that those plays happened. Yeah, we have played a strong schedule. We've made some mistakes at inopportune times. Just going back to the Osage game, you can't win football games giving up 2 touchdowns when you're unblocked and a pick six that hits your receiver in the hands. There's 21 points. It's hard to win football games playing like that. That's why we've turned the focus on ourselves and hopefully that'll pay off.
Coach, describe to the Forest City fans and those listening tonight what your program means and what your program's about.
We're built on character, for sure. That's what we teach. We're trying to become better young men, better football players. We're going to compete as hard as we can with ourselves. We're going to compete for our team and respect the opponent and just lay it all out there.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for taking some time with us. We really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again in the future.
Yeah, enjoy the game and enjoy calling the game, and we'll see you.
That's Clear Lake head football coach Jared DeVries. We'll come back in 1 minute for starting lineups and kickoff between the Indians and the Lions next on KIOW.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School. Starting lineups tonight before the kickoff of this one. The starting offense for the Clear Lake Lions. Let's start with the offensive line. At left tackle is number 55, Landon Lewerke, 6'4", 226 pounds, a sophomore. Left guard, number 71, is Mitchell Smith, a 6', 213-pound junior. The center is number 68, Aaron Ritzmeyer, 6'2", 265-pound sophomore. The right guard, number 75, that is a 6'3", 215-pound junior, Jake Trineri. The right tackle, number 69, is Henry Bunn, 6'4", 237. He's a sophomore. Wide receivers, number 88, Thomas Myers, 6'5", 200-pound sophomore. Number 3 is Zeke Nelson, 5'9", 135-pound junior. Number 3 is Ben Logie, a 6', 155-pound senior. The running back tonight is number 33, Sam Judge, 5'11", 155 freshman. And the quarterback is number 8, Cale Stephanie. He's a 6', 165-pound junior. Forest City starters are next.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee. Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services, free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Back here to Forest City High School, the Indians' starting defense will look like this on the defensive line. Number 89, defensive end, 6'4", 205 sophomore Tristan Brandsoy. The other defensive end is number 78, Brock Good, 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. The D-line, the tackles, number 62, 230 senior. That's number 69, Colby Krutzinger. 5'11", 220-pound senior is number 52, TJ Weber. The linebackers, number 5, Sam Clausen, number 13, Andy Olson, and number 40, that's Lucas Kearney. The free safety is number 2, Kellen Moore. The strong safety is number 25, Grant Woogie. The corners, number 4, Jack Thompson, and number 88, Vinton Feldman. Forest City head coach Chad Moore is in his 15th season and 2 stints for Forest City with an overall record of 45-87. Jared DeVries in his 8th season with the Clear Lake Lions. He is 44-29 with Clear Lake. Coin toss going on. It looks like Clear Lake will defer. So Clear Lake won the toss. They will defer to the second half. Forest City will receive the football. And the Indians will have the offense on the field to start this football game. Clear Lake and Forest City, the Indians are 1-4, 0-2 in Class 2A District number 3. Clear Lake is 2-3. They are 1-1 in Class 2A District number 3. Clear Lake went 6-4 last year. Were bounced out of the second round of the postseason. Clear Lake is, as we mentioned with Coach DeVries a moment ago, when we were talking with the 8th-year head coach, just a couple of plays away from beating a very good 3A team in Algona, a very good 1A team in Dike New Hartford. Made a lot of mistakes in that Osage game. We mentioned 4 turnovers and 4 straight possessions. You're not going to win many football games in that situation. Came back strong last week, but again, Titan Schmidt played much of that game last week when they had the lead against Garner Hayfield Ventura. No Titan Schmidt tonight for the Clear Lake Lions. 108 carries on the year, 515 yards, and Titan Schmidt is in sweatpants and his jersey across the way. So it will be the freshman, Sam Dodge, getting the start. Just 19 carries on the year, averaging 6.5 per carry. But we'll have to wait to see them as the Forest City offense will be out first. It'll be number 99, Kenneth Claybaugh. He will kick things off for Clear Lake, who's wearing their all-whites tonight, white jerseys with black numerals, a black helmet with white pants for Clear Lake. Forest City, white helmets, white jersey or white pants with red jerseys and white numerals on those jerseys. Claybaugh will tee the football up to the left side of your radio dial. That'll be the east side of the football field. Forest City will receive from the west where Kellen Moore stands with Jack Thompson. Claybaugh sends the ball down the middle of the field. Jack Thompson will take it at the 11-yard line, and Forest City has some running room to the 25 near the 30-yard line, and Jack Thompson, who is one of the top kick returners here for the Indians, averaging about 29 yards per return, will have Forest City first down and 10 from about the 28-yard line or so is where they will mark the football. It will be the 28-yard line. First down and 10, Forest City from their own 28. We'll see the Clear Lake defense on the field for the first time. Again, Schmidt, one of those guys we see usually defensively, will not. Instead, it'll be Trevon Louis Obia will play at corner tonight for Schmidt, who is not playing for Clear Lake. Hand off to Andy Olson. He's got some running room across the 30-yard line. Give him about 3 on first down to about the 31. Hambly will make the stop. Hambly, the senior 6'4", 191-pound linebacker, wears number 52, 41.5 tackles, leads Clear Lake in that category. Forest City will set up heavy to the left side. One running back, one man shifting from right to left. That's Kellen Moore. They're going to hand it off to Olson again, looking for some more running room. Will Olson get across to the 35? He will not. Good tackle there by Derek Erpelding. The strong safety comes in and makes the play. Erpelding 25 tackles with that one on the season for the Clear Lake Lions. 4-man front for Clear Lake. 4-3 look is what the Lions like to show. A couple more yards on second down for Forest City. Make it 3rd down and 5 from the Forest City 34. The Indians will need to get across the 35-yard line and across that about the 38. But got to get across their 38-yard line, almost to the 39 for the first down. 3 receivers on the right side. Dillevue back to pass. Dillevue still looking, has to get rid of the football and throws it away. Dillevue was flushed out of the pocket. The pressure put on there by Mitchell Smith, the junior defensive lineman, 6 foot, 213 pounds, was bearing down on Dillevue, and Dillevue had to roll to the right out of the pocket and throw it away, and Forest City will turn the football over as they will punt this one away. It'll be 4th down and about 4 for the Indians, and that will bring on Colby Krutzinger to punt this one away. 29th punt of the year for Krutzinger. He gets it away. It's a kick heading for the Forest City sidelines and will go out. We'll see where they officially mark it at the 39. So it'll be the 39 of Clear Lake. We'll flip the field and we'll see the Clear Lake offense for the first time tonight, led by the junior Cale Stephanie. First time in quite some while we have not seen a Clear Lake offense led by Carson Tabian Jager Schmidt. We will see so tonight. It's going to be the junior Cale Stephanie and the freshman running back Sam Dodge to go along with the talented group of wide receivers for the Clear Lake Lions. We'll see them for the first time at their own 39-yard line. One receiver left, one receiver to the right, heavy tight end to the right side as well. Running back in the backfield with Stephanie is Dodge. He's off to his left side. Stephanie hands it off to Dodge right side. Forest City got an arm on him, but lost the tackle. The Indians had an arm right back at the line of scrimmage, but it's going to be a gain of about 4 on first down for the freshman Dodge on his 20th carry of the year as he gets across to the 40 to about the 43-yard line. It'll be a 4-yard gain, which Forest City nearly had him at the line of scrimmage or maybe for a loss of 1. Instead, it's going to be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6 with 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here between Forest City and Clear Lake. Stephanie brings the troops back to the line. 3 receivers in a trips formation left. 1 receiver to the right side. Running back Dodge is directly behind Stephanie. They're going to pitch it out to Dodge. Dodge running left. And tracking him down is Sam Clausen for the Indians. Did the ball come out? He did. The ball came out. Forest City's got it. The freshman puts it on the floor, and Forest City gets it. The Indians are able to get on top of it. Sam Clausen was the first one there for the Indians. I'm not sure who got there. That was textbook for Forest City. First man gets there, start wrapping him up. The next man gets there and rips it down. That's what the Indians do. And it's 1st down and 10, Forest City inside Clear Lake territory at the 46-yard line. The Indians couldn't get much going on their opening drive, but now they got good field position. Starting at the Clear Lake 46, 1st down and 10 with 9:13 and clock ticking here in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the left in a triangle formation, 1 receiver to the right. Running back in the backfield with Dillevue. Snap to Dillevue. Dillevue looking to throw. He's under pressure. He'll roll out now. He'll throw. It's over the head of Kellen Moore, just a bit out of the reach of Kellen Moore, who was streaking just past the 40-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 10, Forest City from the Clear Lake 46-yard line. So the Indians defense are able to pick up a turnover there. Again, the Indians trying to capitalize on Clear Lake mistakes. Clear Lake has made a lot of them this year. Something they were trying to clean up, something we talked to Coach DeVries about. But right away, a turnover for Forest City, the 11th of the year. That's the 5th fumble Forest City has forced and recovered. Have 6 interceptions, 4 of them by Kellen Moore, and the Indians are going to have to call a timeout. There were 6 seconds in the play clock, and they hadn't broke the huddle yet. 8:57 to play in the first quarter. Timeout Forest City. We'll come back in 1 minute.
Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
KIOW.com. Forest City will set up now, second down and 10 from the Clear Lake 46. They're going to hand it off to Andy Olson. Olson will plunge forward for maybe a yard or two before the Lions will stack him up there. So give him a couple of yards across the 45-yard line to about the 43. We'll give him a gain of 3. It'll be third down and 7 coming up for Forest City from the Clear Lake 43-yard line as the Indians are trying to move the football here in this drive. Jackson Archer back in for Forest City. Indians likely going to go to the air here with 8:27 to play in the first quarter. Needing 7 yards for a first down. Want to keep this drive alive. 3 receivers in a trip formation left, 1 receiver to the right, running back to help protect for Dillevue. Dillevue looking to throw. He's under pressure. He'll run away from the pressure. Now he starts to run, and he will be thrown out of bounds, maybe a gain of 2 or 1 on the play as Dillevue was scrambling. Is run out of bounds. No, they're going to mark him right back at the line of scrimmage of the 43-yard line. I thought he got ahead to the 41 or the 40, but they say he went out of bounds at the 43, the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the scramble for Dillevue, and Forest City's offense will go 3 and out as Krutzinger will get set to punt it away for the second time tonight for Forest City. 30th punt of the year for Colby Krutzinger. Averages about 34 yards, almost 35 yards per punt. He'll get this one away, and it will be taken. It's bobbled. It's dropped by Clear Lake, and the Indians are on top of it once again. Clear Lake drops in. Forest City's got it inside the 15-yard line. And once again, another turnover for Clear Lake, and Forest City is back in business. The punt is bobbled by the Clear Lake punt returner. That's Zeke Nelson. Nelson was back there to grab it and bobbled it, and Forest City jumped on it at the 15-yard line. First down and goal. You can't get your offense going, you might as well find a good muffed punt to get you out to the 15-yard line. That's where the Indians will set up shop. First down and 10 from the Clear Lake 15. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, a wing back to the left as well. Dillevue takes the snap, looking for a run. Here's Andy Olson. Olson will find a couple before Hamblin will bring him down. So the senior Hamblin will bring him down at about the 12-yard line, give him a gain of about 3 on first down. So Hambly's got him at the 12, a gain of 3, and Forest City will have second down and 7 from the Clear Lake 12-yard line. 7:07 to play here in quarter number 1. Forest City trying to knock on the door for the first time. 1 receiver, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Wing to the left, Dillevue takes the snap. Looking to throw, Dillevue towards the end zone. It's caught by Kellen Moore, 5 touchdown Indians! Beautiful swing pass there from Ty Dillevue right into the hands of Kellen Moore. It's an Indians touchdown from 12 yards out, and Forest City is on the board first. Beautiful play calling, beautifully executed. Kellen Moore beat the defender inside, and the pass was placed perfectly into the end zone for the Indians touchdown. Connor Sopko on to attempt the PAT for Forest City. As the snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is blocked, and that'll be the end of it. So Forest City will be on the board, though, with 6. The Indians get 2 Clear Lake turnovers to find 6 points. With 6:54 to play in quarter number 1, it's Forest City 6, Clear Lake 0.
Based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
Forest City Family Dentistry downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Here in football action in Class 2A District number 3 and the Indians, District number 2, and the Indians are on the board first after 2 Clear Lake turnovers. And the Indians are going to pooch one to the right side, and Forest City nearly got on that, but the Lions are able to cover it up. Short kick for Forest City covered up by number 19, that's Alex Kerr. Kerr, the sophomore, able to jump onto it for the Lions. So we'll see the Clear Lake offense onto the field for the second time tonight. We're able to find a few yards on their first drive before they coughed it up and gave it to the Indians, which eventually turned into a Forest City touchdown. So we'll see the Lions here with 2 receivers, 1 right, 1 left, tight ends on each side of the formation in the game as well, running back and a quarterback. They're going to keep it. It's Stephanie up the middle, and he's going to be brought down after a short gain. So Stephanie on the quarterback keeper. Going to be brought down by Clausen across the 35 at about the 38-yard line, so give him a gain of about 4 on first down. It'll make it 2nd down and 6 as Sam Clausen was there for Forest City at the 38-yard line. 1 receiver to the near side, 1 receiver to the stop. Same formation, 2 tight ends into the game for Clear Lake. Running back, Dodge on the right side of Stephanie. Stephanie snaps it. And this time he's going to hand it off to Dodge, and Dodge will find a yard or 2 before he's hit by a couple of Indians. Archer was there as, who else was there for Forest City? Looks like Tagland also there for the Indians. Able to help make the stop for Forest City at about the 41-yard line. 3rd down and 3 coming up for Clear Lake from the 41 with 5:54 to play in quarter number 1. Same formation, 1 receiver near, 1 receiver far, 2 tight ends. Running back on the left side of Stephanie. That is Dodge. Stephanie takes a snap, hands it off to Dodge. Dodge looking for the first down. He did not get it. He's going to be short. Good tackle by the Indians. I believe it was... Who's there? Is that Clausen for the Indians? Jersey, yeah, Clausen there for Forest City, able to make the stop. And Clear Lake will be on to punt, or at least look to be on to punt here for the first time tonight. It will be 4th down. We'll see if the Lions decide to send this one away or if they are going to go for it. It's 4th down and a long 1. They will punt it away. Zeke Nelson with the punt as he was in quarterback formation. They can run out of that. Instead, they punt this one away this time, and Forest City will get the football back. So the Indians' defense is able to hold, and it's 1st down and 10 Forest City from the Forest City 20-yard line as the Indians' offense is back onto the field, the offense that scored just a moment ago. Five minutes to play here in quarter number 1. 1 receiver to the left, 1 receiver to the right for Forest City. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right, tied into the game as well for the Indians. It's Wildcat formation. Looks like it is Kellen Moore at the quarterback position. Kellen Moore is going to keep it. Kellen Moore is going to be drugged down. It looked like he was going to beat the defender in the Wildcat for Forest City. He's able to keep it, and it looked like he was going to break free of the tackler, but Trenary was able to hang on to him. Big hands of Trenary grabbed the back of Kellen Moore's jersey and was able to hang on to him long enough for the rest of his teammates to catch up. As it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Forest City. Here's a handoff to the right side. It's Andy Olsen plunging across the 25 near the 30-yard line to about the give him about the 28-yard line. So the Fever will grab the tackle for Clear Lake. Forest City, though, is going to have a 3rd down and short at about the 28.5, almost the 29. The Indians got to get to the 30 for a first down. So it's about 3rd down and 1.5 with 3:55 to play here in the first quarter. It's going to officially be at 2, a little bit short of 2. Indians with 3 backs in the backfield. Kellen Moore takes the snap, hands it off to Andy Olson. He's going to be brought down to the backfield. And Clear Lake will get a stop. So the Indians go Wildcat of there again. Needed about 2 yards. Instead, they lost 2. And it'll be 4th down and 4 for Forest City, and they're going to have to punt it away. So the Indians offense will punt once again, but they lead 6-0. With 3:22 to play here in quarter number 1. Krutzinger in for his 3rd punt of the evening. It is Nelson back to receive once again at the 40-yard line, who muffed it his last time. Krutzinger gets it away, and Nelson's going to run up on it. It's going to be caught at the 45-yard line looking for some running room, and Andy Olson and Clausen will make the stop at the 50. So Nelson will have a gain of about 5 on the return. He started at the 40. He caught the ball at about the 45, brought down at the 50. Andy Olson and Sam Clausen make the stop for Forest City, and Clear Lake will have 1st down and 10 from midfield. So the Lions starting with some good field position at the 50. Looking to try to pull within or take the lead as the Indians lead 6-0. With 3:04 to play in quarter number 1. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, tight end of the game to the right side as well. Running back Dodge is with Stephanie. Dodge takes the handoff. Dodge is loose to the 40. Inside the 40, going to be wrestled down inside the 35-yard line at the Forest City 34. So a huge gain of 16 yards. Feldman makes a stop for the Indians. A gain of 16 by Dodge to the 34-yard line of Forest City. Now, quick no huddle here for the Lions. Once again, they're going to hand it off to Dodge left side, looking for running room. He's got a few yards. Across the 30, but short of the 25-yard line at the 27. So give him a gain of about 5 or 6. On 1st down, it'll be 2nd down and 3 as he got 7. Once again, they hand it off Dodge left side. Dodge looking for the 1st down. He's going to have enough. So Dodge will plunge forward. They just keep giving it to Dodge. And he has had the ball the whole time in this drive as they have marched from the 50 all the way down inside the Forest City 25 at the 22-yard line. So 1st down and 10 Clear Lake from the Forest City 22. It's been all Dodge so far, the freshman for the Lions. 6 carries, 34 yards. A bulk of those coming on this drive. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Running back Dodge in the backfield with Stephanie. Stephanie hands it off to Dodge once again, and this time Forest City will bring him down, but it's still going to be another short gain for Dodge. Give him about 2 to the 20, and 2nd down and 8 upcoming. So 2-yard gain for Dodge on 1st as Taglin makes the stop for Forest City at the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 8 upcoming with 1:45 to play in quarter number 1, and Forest City leading 6-0. Indians defense trying to get another stop. They forced 2 turnovers already in this game. District number 2. Forest City looking for their first district win. The Indians can still find themselves in the playoffs, but they're going to need a couple of district wins. Could start with that tonight. Stephanie takes a snap. He rolls down looking to throw. It's incomplete. Good smack by Kellen Moore. Looked like the ball was going to be incomplete to Myers anyway, but Kellen Moore is able to close and make the hit on Myers. So Myers missed the football and took the punishment from Kellen Moore. This sophomore, 6'5", 200-pound sophomore for Clear Lake through his hands. 19 receptions for the sophomore this year for 221 yards. That's an 11.5-yard average. That one was a little quick outplay. About 5 or 6 is all they were looking for on 2nd down, but Kellen Moore says not today. 3rd down and long upcoming for the Lions. 3rd down and 8 from the Forest City 20. They got a kicker who can kick. We'll see what they decide to do, but Forest City's got to get a stop first. 3 receivers right. Cal Stephanie looking to throw across the middle. It's incomplete. Once again, they were going to Myers. It's a little bit over his head, and once again, Kellen Moore introduces himself to the sophomores. Now Myers is on the ground and not getting back up. 2nd straight hit that Kellen Moore has laid on the sophomore Myers, and this time he's a little bit slow to get off the turf, though he does, and will head towards the sideline. It will be a field goal attempt upcoming. We did mention that Claybaugh can kick it. He has 1 made field goal this year from 31 yards. Claybaugh is in to attempt. They're at it's a 35-yard kick here for 37. 37 yard. It's a low snap. Ball's on the ground. The kick is up and it's on the way, and it is No good. He missed it. From 37 yards out, it's no good. 1:17 to play in the quarter. Forest City gets the football back, leading 6-0. As he booted that one from the 27-yard line. So with the 10 back to the field goal post, 37-yard attempt. He only has one attempt this year from 31, and that one was good. It had plenty of distance. He could have made it from 47, but he just missed it. 1:17 to play here in the first quarter, and the Indians defense gets a stop once again as they're onto the field, and will have the ball first down and 10 from the 20. One receiver right, two wings in the game, and a running back for Dillevue, who's back in at quarterback for the Indians. Dillevue takes a snap, hands it off to Olsen right side. Olsen looking for some running room, and he'll have a yard or two across the 20. Give him about 2, maybe 3. We'll see where they officially spot it. Running off of right tackle is Andy Olsen. It's at the 22, so a gain of 2 yards makes it second down and 8 for Forest City from their own 22-yard line. 52 seconds to play in the quarter. Indians lead 6-0. Two wings, a running back, heavy formation off balance to the left. Everybody packed in tight. Andy Olsen will get the football again, looking for running room across the 25. And it'll be short of the 30-yard line where he needs to get to the first down. As the stop will be made as Jake Chineri, the junior, 6'3", 215, came in 12 tackles on the season, has a couple already tonight. Is able to make the stop for Clear Lake with 20 seconds to play in the quarter. 20 seconds on the play clock. Indians can get off a play. Don't have to, but they can get off a play here in the quarter. 7 seconds on the game clock. The Indians are set. They will snap it to Dillevue. Dillevue hands it off. It's Clausen. He's going to have enough for the first down, and believes. Yes, plenty. As he needed to get to the 30, he's at about the 33, and that's going to be the end of quarter number 1. We've played 1 quarter of play. It's Forest City 6, Clear Lake 0. We're back for second quarter action next.
With 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland, New Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to our area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com, as we will switch sides of the field. Forest City couldn't have asked for much of a better start to this football game. I mean, the Indians have had quite a few possessions here on offense, haven't moved the ball exactly as they've wanted, but defense has been phenomenal so far. And the Indians lead 6-0. That's all you can ask for. Kellen Moore back in at Wildcat. He's going to keep the football himself and run across the 30-yard line, fighting for some more yards. Kellen Moore looked like he was going to be initially stopped at about the 35. Instead, he's going to plow forward to about the 38. So give Kellen a large gain on first down of 5. It'll be second down and 5 upcoming for Forest City from the 38-yard line inside their own territory. Just underway in quarter number 2. It's Forest City 6, Clear Lake 0. As the Indians lead this football game here in Forest City. And the Indians will send 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, running back in the backfield. It is Kellen Moore once again at quarterback here for Forest City. Moore takes the snap, hands it on. No, he keeps it himself. Kellen looked like he was going to give it off to Andy Olsen. Instead, last second he held on to it. It's going to be a large loss all the way back. Oof. He might have lost. No, he lost only 4. So he lost 4 of the 5 he got on first down, all the way back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 4 for Forest City on second down will make it third down and 9 upcoming. The Indians standing at their own 34-yard line. They got to get across the 43 for the first down. 3 receivers in a trips formation left, 1 receiver to the right, running back with Dillavu back in at quarterback for the Indians. Dillavu takes a snap, looking to throw across the middle. It is incomplete to Kellen Moore, just a bit out of his reach at the 40-yard line. He was going to be short of the first down anyway, as Kellen goes down with the football just out of his reach at about the 40. Again, needed to get to the 43, so they were going to be short of the first down anyway, but a pass just out of the reach of Kellen Moore, incomplete. 10:33 to play in the second quarter, and the Indians are on to punt once again, as Zeke Nelson is back to receive for Clear Lake. Nelson standing at the 38-yard line, while Krutzinger is in punt formation for Forest City. Good snap, and the punt is away. It is a semi-spiral kick taken by Nelson at the 31. Nelson across the 45, where he's stuck by Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore lays the wood at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of about 16 or so on the return. 15 on the return up to the 45-yard line, where Kellen Moore introduced himself to another Clear Lake Lion at the 45-yard line. Clear Lake, though, will have good starting field position once again as they start at their own 45-yard line. 10:24 to play as Stephanie and company are back on. Dodge, the running back, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Dodge takes the snap, looking for some running room, and he'll be brought down by Clausen, who makes the initial hit for Forest City at about the 48-yard line. So a gain of 3 on first down to the 48, make it 2nd down and 7 upcoming. With 10 minutes to play in the first half, Forest City leading 6-0 over the Clear Lake Lions. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Stephanie takes the snap, hands it off to Dodge. Dodge looking for more running room, and he will have a little bit. He's going to get across the 50 inside Forest City territory at the 49. As a host of Indians are able to bring down the tackle at the 49-yard line, so it's 3rd down and short. About 3rd down and long 4 or 5 coming up here for the Lions. They got to get across the 45-yard line. Not just to the 45, they got to get across the 45 of Forest City. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Stephanie sends 1 man in motion. That's Nelson from left to right across the formation. Now Stephanie will roll out and look to throw. Stephanie still on the run. He's hit as he throws it. It's complete to Myers. They've looked for Myers a few times in this game. They finally connect with him. It's going to be enough for the first down as the 6'5" sophomore pulls in his 20th catch of the year. And it's going to be a first down enough for Clear Lake at about the 44-yard line of Forest City. So they got just enough as they needed to get across the 45. They get across the 44 instead, about 11 yards on the pickup. For Clear Lake, 1 receiver left, 2 receivers right, and a running back for Stephanie as they go first down and 10 from the Forest City 39-yard line. Hand off to the right side, Dodge, as he'll be brought down at about the 34-yard line. Kearney and Moore there for the Indians across the 35, not quite to the 34. It's where he's brought down at. 2nd down and about 7 upcoming here for the Lions. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Stephanie with Dodge right behind him. In the gun, Stephanie hands it off. Dodge right side of guard, and Kellen Moore will get the stick at about the 35-yard line. At the 30-yard line. Indians wanted it to be at the 35. It would have been 3rd down and much longer. Instead, it's going to be 3rd down and about 1. Clear Lake is across the 30-yard line. The ball needs to get across the 31, so about a full yard Clear Lake needs here on 3rd down. 3rd down and 1 at the Forest City 30-yard line. They got to get across the 31 for the first down. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Dodge with Stephanie. Stephanie takes the snap, hands it off. Dodge right side. Dodge got the first down and more at the 20, inside the 20-yard line near the 15. Needed 1. They're going to pick up nearly 20 on 3rd down. It'll be a Clear Lake first down at the 16-yard line as Jack Thompson will make the stop for the Indians. And Clear Lake now knocking on the door, trying to tie or take the lead in this football game. It's 6-0 Indians right now with 7:41 to play in the second quarter. And the Lions will slow things down. They're going to huddle up. Dodge 12 carries, 56 yards for the freshman tonight. Came in with 128 yards on 19 carries last week against the Cardinals. Two receivers left, one receiver to the right. Stephanie looking to throw. Stephanie's got time across the middle. It's deflected by Krutzinger. I believe it was Krutzinger who got his hands up and knocked that one down at the defensive line. And Forest City is able to bat that pass away as Stephanie stepped into the pocket. And that's why on the defensive line, you got to get your hands up in the air, and Krutzinger does it there and deflects that one and tips it down. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 upcoming for Clear Lake inside the 16-yard line. Nearing the 15 is where the ball is spotted. Two receivers right, one receiver left. Stephanie takes the snap, hands it off to Dodge, right side. Dodge has got running room, 10, 5, looking for the goal line. Did he get there? He did not. First down carry for Dodge as Kellen Moore will make the stop short of the goal line on Dodge. He was looking for pay dirt. Kellen Moore says not so fast, and he'll be brought down at about the 2.5-yard line where you start for a 2-point conversion. It'll be first down and goal from the 2.5 here for Clear Lake. Two receivers right, one receiver left, tied into the left side of the formation as well. Dodge with Stephanie. They're going to go Dodge up the middle. Did he get in? He did not. He's short. So Dodge will come up short of the goal line. Once again, the Forest City defense will hold, and it'll be a 2nd down and less than a yard. Forest City had a couple of plays where they nearly were able to stop Crestwood a couple of weeks ago in this same position, but were unable to do so. Can they get a stop of the Lions here? Two receivers right, one receiver left. Stephanie with Dodge. Stephanie, and we got a penalty marker. If it's on the Lions, it's going to be pushing them back and make it 2nd down and a long 5 coming up. We'll see what it is going to be. No, it's encroachment on the Indians, so it's half a distance to the goal, so you take it from the half-inch line to half of the half-inch line. So it really doesn't affect the outcome really anyway, because Clear Lake likely going to get the football to Dodge, and he's going to get it at the 2-yard line, whether the Lions are at the half-inch line or the half-inch line. Handoff up the middle. Did he get there? I think he's short again. Forest City defense is going to hold once again as they pull Dodge back short, and he might have lost a couple of inches, maybe all the way back at the 1-yard line. It is about a couple of inches of a loss. Everything they lost in that penalty, they got back and a loss there on Dodge, and it's now 3rd down and goal coming up for the Lions. So Forest City nearly were able to get a couple of stops on Crestwood in the same situation. Can the Indians defense come up big once again? 5:56 to play in the 2nd quarter. And the Lions are trying to score. The Indians are trying to hold them out from the 1-yard line. It is Dodge again. This time he's into the end zone for the touchdown. So Dodge gets it again. Clear Lake will score. They knot the game at 6 apiece with 5:45 to play in the 2nd quarter, and Clayball will be in to attempt the PAT and put Clear Lake out in front. Missed a 37-yard field goal their last possession. Now trying to give Clear Lake the lead with 5:45 to play in the 2nd quarter. Clayball. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is up, and it is very good through the uprights as Clayball has PAT number 20 on the season for the Lions, and they now lead the Indians 7-6 with 5:45 to play in quarter number 2. We'll come back in 1 minute.
City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 or see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
The Super Bowl at Forest City is open nightly for League and Open Bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Bucchese pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 55 yards on the drive and the touchdown for the Clear Lake Lions as they take the lead over Forest City here in quarter number 2. As the Indians will try to get the football back here, Forest City unable to get a body on Dodge, who has now 17 carries for 85 yards. The young man for the Clear Lake Lions getting his first career start tonight. Played in relief of Titan Schmidt last week and now getting the start this week as Schmidt not activated. He's in gray sweatpants in his white jersey across the way for the Clear Lake Lions. He was told to us on Wednesday as a game time decision. And at the game time, found out he was not playing. The ball is going to be picked up by the Indians at about the 13-yard line. Jack Thompson looking for some running room. Jack Thompson across the 25, and it'll be short of the 30-yard line. So Thompson will come up and help Forest City with some field position, as the Indians will have 5 minutes and 38 seconds to try to drive the field and retake the lead. Let's take you around and see if we can find some other scores while we are waiting for things to change. Newman Catholic leading Lake Mills 20-6 at the current time. West Hancock and Hartley Melvin Sanborn. Big matchup at Hartley tonight. Number 1 versus number 5. That's 6-6 in the second quarter. West Hancock 6, Hartley Melvin Sanborn 6 in the second quarter. And Crestwood leads Garner Hayfield Ventura 28-0 in the first quarter. Back here to this one. Dillevue will take the snap, hand it off to Andy Olson. Running room to the 35-40, still running across the 40-yard line, and Andy Olson has a big burst of speed, 13 yards, and a Forest City first down. All the way up to the 43-yard line, as Olson will have a big carry on first down for the Indians, and it's first down and 10 Forest City from their own 43. Big rated matchup as well. Will ranked New Hampton and unranked Osage trying to find themselves in the ranking 0-0 in the first quarter in that big district matchup here in our district, District 2 in Class 2A. Here's the snap to Dillevue, hands it off to Thompson, looking for some running room, and a penalty is going to be called. Thompson is loose at the 30-yard line, and this one is coming back. Forest City clipped Thomas Meyer at about the 42-yard line. Thompson runs all the way down to the Clear Lake, about 28-yard line, 29. It would have been a gain of a lot here for Thompson, but there's two penalty markers on the field. The first one we know is coming against, or what we thought, or we think is coming against Forest City around the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage was the 43-yard line. The flag's at the 41, holding Forest City at the 42. And that's what it's going to be called. So Forest City will go 10 yards from the spot of the foul at the 42-yard line. That'll put them back to the 32. So it's going to be first down and 10 first down Forest City from the 32-yard line. They've got to get across midfield to the 47. So they got to go from the 32 inside their own territory to the Clear Lake 37 for a first down. It's first in a very long ways. So we'll start from there and see if Forest City can chip away at a few. About 20 for the Indians. Dillevue looking to throw across the middle and is incomplete. Louis Obia nearly intercepted that one for Clear Lake. Goes over the head of Kellen Moore. As Louis Obia in coverage, he is playing the corner position tonight for Clear Lake in the absence of Schmidt, who usually plays that spot. He was the closest one to that football as it sails over the head of Kellen Moore, and now it's second down and long for Forest City. About 21 for the Indians. Second down and 21 from their own 32. One receiver right, that's Archer. One receiver left, that's Thorson. Two wings in the game, and looks like timeout Forest City. Timeout Indians, 4:47 to play in the second quarter, and Forest City trailing Clear Lake 7-6.
Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer.
Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live with you from Forest City High School as the Indians are trying to get their first district win of the year. The Indians are still in the playoff hunt. Forest City, though, will need a couple of district wins, and, you know, the Indians like their chances in the last district game of the year, so they could find a win here. They maybe could get themselves into the postseason. They got a long ways to go, though. Dumped off to Thompson at the 40, and Thompson will be taken down at about the 40-yard line. So the Indians will dump it down, and they'll get a gain of about half of the yardage they needed on second down. So now it's going to make it third down and manageable. Still third in a very long ways. Third down and about 12. So third down and 12 for Forest City, as they're able to get a big chunk of the yardage they needed there on second down, and now they have a third down and manageable with 4:16 to play in the second quarter, third down and 12. The Indians trail the Lions 7-6. We've had a lot of close games lately in this series. Forest City trying to pull one away. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Dillevue takes the snap. Indians need 12. Dillevue looking deep to Robe Berry down the field, and it is incomplete. As Robe Berry, it's incomplete to Berry, hits off the back of the corner for Clear Lake. Good defense by the Clear Lake corner. That's going to be Logie. So Logie is in coverage there for the Lions, and he is able to deflect it away as Robe Berry was the intended receiver. Clear Lake has 5 team interceptions this season. 4 of them come by non-starters, including Logie, who has one this year for the Lions. Louis Obia, who started tonight, though only starting in an absence of an injury, he has 2 picks of the year. The snap for the punt is on the ground. Now Forest City's going to have to tuck it. Krutzinger tucking it and trying to run with it. He's got to get a first down. He's a long ways from it, and Clear Lake's going to have good field position. The snap on the ground to Krutzinger, and he picked it up and just tried to run with the football. Instead, he's going to be brought down at about the 48-yard line. So Krutzinger picks up about 5 or 6 yards instead of Forest City punting, and Clear Lake is going to have really good starting field position and a chance to try to extend their lead going into halftime. 3:49 to play in the second quarter. The Lions already lead 7-6, and they've got less than half a field to go as they're going to start at the Forest City 47-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Stephanie with Dodge in the backfield. Looked like the right side of the offensive line might have moved, but here's a throw from Stephanie down the sideline, and it is caught by Logie. Logie makes the catch over the top of Vinton Feldman as it's caught at about the 17-yard line of Forest City. So first down and 10 Lions from the 17. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Tied into the game as well for the Lions. Here's the handoff to Dodge, left side. Dodge looking for running room 10, and he's going to be run out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A gain of about 10 on first down for Dodge. And Clear Lake now, they had 4 minutes to start this drive to go less than the field, and they've only used about a minute and a half of that, knocking on the door already. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Second down and 1, handoff to Dodge at the 5. Dodge inside the goal line into the end zone, touchdown. Indians missed the tackle at about the 3, and Dodge will score from about 9 yards out, and Clear Lake is back on the board as the Lions use just 3 plays from the 47-yard line and are able to find the touchdown, and now Claybaugh is in to attempt the PAT to try to put the Lions up by 8. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is also good. Clear Lake 14, Forest City 6. 3:06 to play in quarter number 2. We'll come back in 1 minute for kickoff.
With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW. KIOW.com. Back to kick this one off is Claybaugh. He will tee it up at the Clear Lake 40-yard line to boot it down the field. Forest City will send Kellen Moore and Jack Thompson back to receive. 3:06 to play in the first half. Our Waldorf University halftime show is coming up. Right now, 3:06 to play in that first half of play before the Waldorf University halftime show, 14-6 Lions. Clay ball kicks it down. Taken by Kellen at about the 6-yard line. Kellen moving from left to right across the field. Cutting back, looking for some running room. He's got a block to the 25, and he'll be run out of bounds across the 25-yard line at about the 27-yard line. So first down and 10, Forest City from their own 27 with 2:56 to play here in quarter number 2, and the Indians will need to move quickly in this quarter to try to pull themselves within here of the Lions as Forest City trails 14-6. The Indians struck first, but Clear Lake has scored 2 straight to lead 14-6 with 2:56 to play in the first half. Dillevue has Olsen in the backfield. 1 receiver right, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. The snap is over Dillevue's head, and racing to it, Clear Lake has it. The Lions recover it. The snap was over Dillevue's head. It's picked up by Derek Erpelding at about the 6-yard line. So Erpelding outraces Dillevue to the football. As Erpelding was running forward, Dillevue had to turn around and start running forward as he was backing up to take that snap. It goes over his head. And Clear Lake will have it first down and 6 from the 6-yard line, and the Lions are knocking on the door to try to open this up to a 2-score game. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Stephanie has Dodge. Stephanie hands it off to Dodge left side. Dodge looking for running room. 1 man missed, and he's going to be short of the goal line. The Indians missed at about the 5, and then Dodge is brought down at the 1. So a gain of 5 on first down. Second down and goal from the 1-yard line for the Lions, as they're knocking on the door to try to take an increased lead with 2:30 to play. Plenty of clock. The Lions will have 3 plays from the 1-yard line to try to extend their lead. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. I formation with Stephanie and Dodge directly behind him. Tight end to the left side of the formation for Clear Lake. They're going to pull to the right side, and Dodge is going to go up the middle. Is he in? He is. Pulling guards came to the right side, and they ran right up the middle with Dodge. He finds the 1-yard touchdown, and Clear Lake extends their lead. It's now 20-6 with Claybaugh in to attempt the PAT. They try to make it 21-6 here in quarter number 2. Claybaugh came into tonight 19 of 22 on PATs. He's made 2 tonight, so 21 of 24 kicking PATs this year for the junior Claybaugh. The PAT is up, and it is well good, and Clear Lake will extend their lead. It's Lions 21, Indians 6, 2:10 to play before halftime. We'll come back for kickoff in a minute.
Sports for City High School Athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooters Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back. You're on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. As Claybaugh, who lead Forest City 21-6 with 2:10 to play in the first half of football. Claybaugh's got it teed up at the 40-yard line. It is Thompson and Kellen Moore back to receive. Kellen Moore will back up at the 4-yard line where he'll take it to the right side. Kellen slowly coming up, patiently looking for a running room. He's got a lane to the 30, and it'll be brought down near the 35-yard line. And the tackle will be made by Clear Lake's Dylan Litzel. The junior Litzel makes the tackle for the Lions at about the 35-yard line. Clear Lake gave up 2 kickoff returns to the Osage Green Devils. That was also part of the problem they had with Osage. 4 straight turnovers and 4 straight drives, and they also gave up 2 kickoff returns 4 touchdowns to the Green Devils. Forest City already forced a couple of turnovers tonight. One of them turned into 6, and only 6. 21-6 the lead for the Lions. 2:01 to play in the quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Wing to the left side as well. Hand off to Olsen. Olsen looking for running room. Across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. Andy Olsen carrying it there for Forest City. Tackle made by Reek, Hayden Reek. 5'10", 185-pound senior. Reek came in tonight 19.5 tackles. Tackle and a half for a loss, a sack, and a 9 solo. Forest City will set it up 2nd down and 7 from the 38-yard line. 3 receivers, 2 receivers left, 2 wings on either side of the formation. Flag on the play. Jack Thompson running room. He's got 1st down yardage and more to the 45 inside Clear Lake territory. But what's that flag for at the line of scrimmage? Did Forest City move early? Or were Indians were moving. So it's going to erase a 30-yard or so pickup for Thompson. About a 31, 32-yard pickup for Thompson on 1st down will be erased. And it will go back to the 33-yard line. So 2nd down and 10 Forest City from the 33, 2nd down and 12 from the 33-yard line as it will go behind the sticks. 12 yards needed for Forest City as they're going to have to get to the 45-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right, wing to the left. It is Andy Olsen and Dillevue in the backfield. Dillevue will take the snap, looking to throw. He's under pressure. He's being chased, and he throws it at the ground. It's nearly taken away by Louis Obia. Thompson was the intended receiver with Obia in coverage. 1:16 to play until halftime. 21-6 is the lead for the Lions. Forest City trying to pull within a score or 2 before halftime. Clear Lake trying to hold it at that. Clear Lake will start with the football in the second half. So the Indians would like to get one back here before Clear Lake gets it back. 5 wide for the Indians. They're going to spread the field. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Nobody to help Dillevue. He's going to throw across the middle. It's caught by Kellen Moore at the 40. 1st down yardage across the 45, looking for the 50. Kellen Moore still on his feet before he's finally drugged down at the 50. And then a late flag comes in. That's on Clear Lake. Forest City's going to get an extra 15 from the 50. Kellen Moore kept his feet turning and was able to fight for a couple more yards, and then a flag comes out late at the 49-yard line of Clear Lake. It's going to be really bad for one team, and it's going to go against the Lions. So it's going to be 15 yards on the end of the run. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Clear Lake. And so the Indians are going to get an additional 15, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 Forest City from the Clear Lake 35-yard line. All of a sudden, with that extra 15, after the big run by Kellen Moore, Forest City's got a chance to cut into this lead with 1:05 to play in the second quarter. 5 wide for the Indians. Dillevue takes the snap, looking to throw across the middle. It's caught by Kellen again. Kellen at the 25, looking for yardage. No, he didn't quite get to the 25. He was trying to get to that 25-yard line, didn't quite get there. Give him a gain of about 6 or 7. He gets out of bounds, though. Smart heads-up play by the Indian senior. 1 minute to play here in quarter number 2, and the Indians are knocking on the door, trying to get back into the end zone to make this a 1-score game going to halftime. It'll be the 27-yard line, so 2nd down and 2, a gain of 8 on 1st down. 2nd down and 2 from the Clear Lake 27. Dillevue takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going to check down to Thompson. Thompson has got 1st down yardage and more as Ben Logie makes the stop for Clear Lake. It's going to be a 1st down Forest City at about the 20. So the Indians need 20 yards in 53 seconds. They do have 1 timeout remaining, but obviously want to hang on to that one until it's absolutely necessary that they use it. 50 seconds on the clock. The Indians will break the huddle. They need 20 yards for Pater. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Dillevue in the gun, takes the snap, looking to throw. He throws, and it's over the head of his intended receiver, incomplete. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Forest City from the 21-yard line. So 2nd down, 10 Indians from the 21 with 42 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Forest City knocking on the door. trying to find their way back into the end zone to make this a one-score game. As the Indians will change formations, they're ahead of the 21, near the 20-yard line is where they have it. They got to get out of the huddle though. 9 seconds to snap this football as they make it out of the huddle. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers left. 4 seconds on the play clock. They snap it with 2. Delavu under pressure, looking to throw. The pass is complete to Archer inside the 20 at about the 15. So Archer will be brought down at about the 16-yard line, a gain of about 5 on first down for Forest City. Make it 3rd down and 5 at the 16-yard line. So the Indians have to worry about first down yardage and trying to get to the end zone in 37 seconds. They do have a timeout remaining, trailing 21-6. So if the Indians have to go to the middle, they can call timeout and still have a shot at the end zone. 37 seconds, though they do have to find yardage for a first down, about 5.5 needed for that. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Olsen will stay in the backfield. Actually, that's Clausen. Delavu looking to throw, and he's drugged down from behind. Delavu is sacked. Forest City has to use their timeout with 32 seconds remaining. As Delavu is sacked from behind, he didn't feel the pressure as he was rolling out of the pocket. Man was chasing him. Timeout Forest City. The Indians will use their final timeout of the half with 32 seconds remaining. It's 4th down and long upcoming for Clear Lake, and we'll come back in 30 seconds. Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 21-6 is the lead for the Clear Lake Lions as they lead Forest City. 32 seconds remaining. A couple of big pass plays and a personal foul on Clear Lake has set Forest City up for a chance to try to find the end zone and make this a one-score game going to the second half, which is big because Clear Lake gets the football to start the second half. Indians take the snap. Delavu looking right. They got to get rid of the football. No more timeouts, and it's intercepted. Logie has the interception for the Lions at the 15-yard line. Logie finds his second interception of the year. Another interception for a non-starter for the Clear Lake Lions. We've seen a ton from Logie tonight, but does not start on that defense for the Lions. That is now their 6th interception as a team this year, 5 of them by 9 starters as Logie finds his second. Louis Obia has 2 this year as well. He's getting the start tonight, not a regular starter on their defense. And Zeke Nelson, who's also not a regular starter on the defense, also has an interception for the Lions. It is number 6 on the year, their turnover number 10, double digits now. And Clear Lake will have the football back with 25 seconds to play in the second quarter and a lead of 21-6, and they get the football back. So we'll see what the Lions decide to do if they try to hail one down and try to get somebody loose here at the end of the quarter. It's an incomplete pass. 21 seconds remaining. Clear Lake could really put themselves in good shape if they were to get somebody loose here and find a touchdown and then get the football back to start the second half. But Forest City would rather go in with a 2-score deficit rather than a 3. 21-6 at the moment. 21 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Our Waldorf University halftime show will come up next. 4 wide, 2 right, 2 left. Running back in the backfield with Stephanie. That's Dodge. Stephanie takes a snap, looking to throw. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked by the Indians defense. Brought down. Grant Woogie is there for Forest City, as is Tagland. Amongst the other Indians that were there, Bransoy also in the area for Forest City. And the Indians will bring Stephanie down, and Clear Lake will let the clock roll to the end of the quarter. 21-6, Clear Lake leads Forest City by 2 possessions here at halftime. Waldorf University will sponsor our halftime show today. Waldorf University of Forest City supports our local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their educations and careers. Find out how to become a Warrior today at waldorf.edu. That's waldorf.edu to learn how to become a Warrior today. We'll have the Waldorf University halftime show in 2 minutes.
athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
The County Line Seed Team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Amy Ryan and Patrick Schoenhoven of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Pritchard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler of Forest City on Highway 69 South.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School halftime. Clear Lake 21, Forest City 6. Here's the Forest City Marching Band.
Forest City High School Marching Band, the field is yours for halftime performance.
The Forest City High School Marching Band performing here at halftime. Our halftime score, Clear Lake 21, Forest City 6. Our halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University. We'll have more of that halftime show when we come back in 2 minutes.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck. For the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers, stop into your NSB branch location in Titanca, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and JennAir. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com. MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, KIOW.com, as Forest City trailing to Clear Lake in Class 2A District 3 action tonight. 21-6 is our current score in favor of the Lions, though the Indians struck first. Let's tell you how it happened. Forest City struck first after back-to-back Clear Lake turnovers. The Lions put it on the ground on their first offensive drive with their freshman running back Sam Dodge. Forest City got it. Indians didn't go anywhere with that drive as Forest City threw incomplete on first down. Then they had to call a timeout, and then Andy Olson ran for 3 yards, and then another incompletion. So it was 4th down and 7, and Forest City punted it, though Zeke Nelson, the punt returner, muffed it. Forest City was able to recover at the Indians were able to get it about the 12-yard line of Clear Lake, and then Forest City threw complete for that 12-yard pass from Ty Dillevue to Kellen Moore. 6:54 to play in the first quarter, and the Indians' lead is 6-0 as the PAT was blocked. West Hancock. Real quickly, we'll cut in West Hancock leading number 5 Hartley Melvin Sanborn 12-6, and the Eagles take the second half kickoff down to the 3-yard line. Nearly have a kickoff return for a touchdown to start the second half, already leading the number 5 team in the state 12-6 as the clear number 1, and now West Hancock 2 yards from taking a 2-score lead there on Hartley Melvin Sanborn. So a good game going on in Hartley this evening. Back to where we were talking about here. So Clear Lake then gets the football back, and their drive stalls out. The Indians go 3 and out, have to punt it away. Clear Lake gets it back, and they're able to drive down, get enough for a 37-yard field goal attempt by Kenneth Claybaugh. Only a second field goal attempt of the year, though we know he's got the range. They just haven't had to use him. He's already tried one this year from 31. He was able to sink that, but misses this one from 37, and Forest City's defense holds. And with 1:17 to go in the first quarter, the Indians are still leading 6-0 and feeling pretty good. We go to the second quarter from there, where Forest City's drive that ended in the first quarter, or started in the first quarter, ended in the second quarter. The Indians have to punt once again, and then Clear Lake finally able to score as the Lions drive the football in about 5 minutes' time and are able to score to make it 7-6. Forest City able to get a first down before they have to give Clear Lake the football back. and the Lions make quick work of it. 3 plays from the 47-yard line, 47 yards and 3 plays, and now all of a sudden it goes from Forest City leading by 6 to them all of a sudden down by 2 scores, 14-6, and then the Indians have the over snap that is picked up by Clear Lake, and the Lions able to punch another one in. Forest City nearly scores there in the second half, but were unable to do so. Dillevue is 6 of 15 for 57 yards, a touchdown, an interception through the air. Andy Olson has 10 rush attempts for 41 yards. Kellen Moore has 3 receptions for 33 yards. Jack Thompson 2 for 19 yards, and Archer 1 for 5 yards. Kellen Moore has 5.5 tackles, 3 solo on defense, 4.5 for Sam Clausen, 2.5 for Jeremiah Tagland, 2 for Kearney, and 1.5 for Brandsoy. Krutzinger has punted 4 times for a 29-yard average. On the way of Clear Lake, their stats look like this. Stephanie has completed 2 of his 6 passes for 40 yards. Sam Dodge, the freshman, has been the workhorse. 21 carries for 108 yards and 3 touchdowns for the Lions. Logie has 1 reception of 30 yards. Meyer 1 reception of 10 yards, a big one for a first down. It is the linebacker Caleb Hambley, 4 tackles, 2 solo. Nick Birchka has 4 tackles, 3 solo. And Derek Erpelding has 3 tackles, 2 solo, a sack, and an interception for the Clear Lake Lions. It's 21-6 here at our Waldorf University halftime show. The Waldorf University volleyball team is in Aberdeen, South Dakota, playing against Presentation. The Waldorf football team will play Presentation here in Forest City at Bullsdorf Field at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll have it for you on KHAM as the Warriors will go from there. The kick is taken by Clear Lake, and it is a short one that Zeke Nelson brings to the 32-yard line. Forest City was trying to go after that kick, but it is Zeke Nelson able to return it for the Lions out to the 33-yard line in their own territory. It's first down and 10. So Clear Lake will set up shop from their own 33-yard line. Forest City's defense will look for a stop here to open up the second half. 21-6 Lions, 11:57 to play, just underway here in quarter number 3. Zeke Nelson in motion from left to right. The handoff is going to go to Dodge, and he's going to be brought down after a short gain of about 2 at the 35-yard line. So a good job there by the Forest City defense, able to wrap up Dodge after a gain of about 2 to the 35, and it'll be second down and 8 for Clear Lake from their own 35-yard line. 1 receiver right, 2 receivers left, a running back in the eye here with Stephanie. Stephanie takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Dodge left side, and the Indians defense swarms him in the backfield. Great job there by the Forest City defense as they were able to swarm Dodge and bring him down for a loss of about 2. What he gained on first down, he lost on second down, and it's third down and 10 upcoming from the 33-yard line. Forest City's defense looking for a hold. 3 receivers in a triangle formation right, 1 receiver left. Stephanie takes the snap, rolling out. Stephanie looking to throw. It is caught by Louis Obia. Can he get a first down, or can Forest City bring him out? He's going to be short. Louis Obia with it across the 40-yard line. Louis Obia's first catch of the night. And he's going to be brought down short of the first down marker at the 41-yard line. So the Indians defense is able to hold, and that big stop on second down pays dividends as Clear Lake is going to be 2 yards short of the first down marker. Would have had it if Forest City didn't bring him down for a loss a play before. Clear Lake will set up Nelson in that normal punt formation, and Nelson will boom this one away. It's going to be taking a Clear Lake bounce, picked up by Kellen Moore at the 25-yard line. Moore looking for his block. He's got it at the 30. Now near the 40-yard line is where Kellen Moore will run out of bounds. It'll be first down and 10 Forest City with some good starting field position as Kellen Moore gets the Indians about 15 or so extra yards. And Forest City gets a stop. That's what the Indians needed. They get a stop to start off the second half, and now Forest City looking to score and make this a one-score game. 10:46 to play in quarter number 3. The Indians offense back onto the field. We'll see them break the huddle. It'll be the sophomore Dillevue with a running back, Andy Olson, 2 wings in the formation, a tight end. They're going to hand it off to Olson. Olson's got running room across the 45. It'll be a big burst of speed for Andy Olson on first down across the 45 of the 46-yard line. Give Olson about 6 yards on first down. It'll be about second down and 4 upcoming for the Clear Lake for the Indians at the Clear Lake 47-yard line. Indians have to get to at their own 47-yard line. They have to get to the Clear Lake 49, across the Clear Lake 49 for the first down. 2 receivers to the left. The Indians got to get enough guys on the line of scrimmage. Kellen Moore helping out with that. They do. Jack Thompson trying to break some tackles, did not have a loss here as he was met in the backfield by Birchka, but he's able to break forward about right back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1. Are they going to give it? No, right back at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 for Forest City. Maybe a loss of an inch or 2. That's about it. As Thompson was initially hit at the 45-yard line, but he was able to break ahead to back the line of scrimmage at the 47, where it's 3rd down and 4, a long 4, almost 5 coming up for Forest City. 3 receivers in a triangle to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Running back with Dillevue. Dillevue will throw. He takes a snap, looking to throw. It is intercepted by Nelson at the 50, 45, 40. Nelson cuts back to the 35, 30, 25. Nelson is so fast, he outraces everybody. It's a pick 6. That ball was thrown right to Zeke Nelson, and he zigzags through the Forest City offense trying to tackle him, and Nelson will score. Pick 6 for the Lions, as Clear Lake will extend their lead now 27-6 with 9:17 to play in the quarter. Kenneth Claybaugh is on to attempt the PAT as rain is starting to fall here in Forest City. The rain's starting to come down to the field. Light rain right now as fans are heading to cover and to cover themselves up here with a score of Clear Lake 28 and Forest City 6. 9:17 to play in the third quarter. We'll take a break. Kickoff is a minute away.
Proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee. Mayland Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Mayland is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Well, Forest City will bring on the return unit once again. And Kellen Moore are back to return this punt after the Zeke Nelson interception for a touchdown. Nelson's second interception of the year. Second interception of the night for Clear Lake. Here's a return. Thompson got some blockers. It's coming back, though. Thompson able to get to the 35-yard line, but it's going to come back as Forest City has got laundry, or the referees have laundry, going to be called against Forest City at about the 29-yard line is where the penalty marker is at. So this one coming back and further as Forest City will be marked further backwards as the rain continues to fall here at Forest City High School. With the Lions leading the Indians 28-6 and 9:10 to play, so it will be pushed back. We still haven't got a call yet. Block in the back on the Indians. So the ball will go inside the 20-yard line at the 19. First down and 10 Forest City from their own 19-yard line. So the Indians will have a long ways to pay dirt here on this drive. But back out there looking to try to make something happen, trailing 28-6. Lions have scored 28 unanswered after the Indians led 6-0. 1 receiver right, 3 receivers left. Dillevue in the backfield takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Olsen. Olsen trying to stretch the field. He's brought down by Thomas Meyer. Meyer will rip him down at about the 11-yard line. Thomas Meyer, the 6'5", 210-pound sophomore, rips down Andy Olsen in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of about, where are they going to mark him at? They're going to mark him down at the 12. So it'll be a loss of about 8. A loss of about 8 for Forest City. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Empty backfield for the Indians. as they'll spread the field trying to throw. Pressure coming. Dillevue looking to throw. Gets it off to Kellen Moore. Caught. Back at the original line of scrimmage. Now Moore across the 25-yard line. Kellen is going to have most of the first down. He's still turning. Did he get there? The ball is out now, and Clear Lake says they got it. Kellen Moore was trying to keep the feet turning. And was he down? Was the play over? Or did Clear Lake get the football? They're going to say there's no indication. Oh, it's going to be, no, they're going to say he was down and Kellen Moore got enough for the first down. So Moore kept his legs turning, kept trucking, and were able to get enough for a first down, says our officials as he gets it out to the 29-yard line. Kellen was hit about 3 yards short of the first down marker and kept fighting, and then he went down, lost the football. Clear Lake jumped on it, thought they had it, but no, it's going to be first down and 10 Forest City at the 29-yard line. 28-6 the score, 7:50 to play in the third quarter, and the Indians offense will have a first down and 10 after a big pickup for the Indians on second down. Dillevue in the gun. And the snap, Dillevue wasn't ready for it. He thought the man was going to be in motion, and Forest City's going to get some yardage out for it. Dillevue picked up his leg, was trying to send a guy in motion. Instead of a guy going in motion, nobody moved, and the ball got snapped. Dillevue was able to hand it off, though, a kind of a fire play there by the Indians, but they're able to still get some yardage out of it, as I don't think the Clear Lake defense was ready either. Forest City's going to pick up about 5 yards on a little bit of a miscommunication, so I think the Indians will take that. Second down and 5 at about the 34-yard line. Off balance, heavy formation to the left. This time the guy goes in motion from right to left. Hand off to Olsen. Olsen breaks 3 to the 45-50 on Clear Lake territory 40. One man to beat, and he's going to be brought down. Louis Obia is able to track down Andy Olsen inside Clear Lake territory at the 32-yard line. Andy Olsen breaks one off this time all the way down to the Clear Lake 32, and it's first down and 10 Indians from the Clear Lake 32-yard line. Forest City continuing to fight here as the Indians trying to fight back, trailing 28-6. 6:42 to play in the third quarter. 32-yard line. Indians will send a man in motion from left to right. They hand it off to Clausen this time, and Clausen will plow forward for a couple of yards across the 30-yard line at about the 29. So Clausen with a few yards to the 29-yard line, give him about 3 on first down. Second down and 7 upcoming for Forest City. So the Indians keeping going. 41-6 is now the Lake Mills Newman Catholic score. West Hancock starting to blow away from the number 5 team in the state as the number 1 team, 25-6 that score. So West Hancock trying to show themselves the number 1 team. Forest City 5 wide. Dillevue looking to throw. He's hit as he throws, and the ball is going to be incomplete. Dillevue is smoked as he throws that football. Trineri is able to get in the pressure and smoke Dillevue as he was throwing that football, and Dillevue was almost on his back as he let that ball go. It harmlessly, though, comes to the turf as Trineri was able to get in there and make the pressure. The 6'3", 215-pound junior defensive end. Third down and long coming up for the Indians. Third down and 7 from the 29 of Clear Lake with 5:51 to play in the third quarter. 2 receivers left, 3 receivers right, 5 wide for Forest City. Dillevue takes the snap. Dillevue rolling out, looking to throw. Dillevue's throw is complete to Kellen Moore. Does he have enough for the first down? He runs over one defender. He's got enough for the first down. Kellen Moore will run over a defender a yard short of the first down marker, but plows forward enough for the first down. The defender made the initial hit on Kellen 1 yard short of the first down marker, but Kellen got past him, was able to get an extra 4 or 5 yards, actually, all the way down. They're going to spot him at the 16. So Kellen Moore gets the Indians down to the 16-yard line of Clear Lake as the Indians are knocking on the door with 5:34 to play in quarter number 3. Trailing 28-6. One man shifts. It's a handoff to Olsen, and Olsen will have some yardage for Forest City across the 15 to about the 12, so maybe about a gain of 4 on first down. It'll be second down and 6 upcoming for the Indians, a gain of 4 on the play. As he gets down, Andy Olsen does to the 12-yard line. Second down and 6 upcoming as Jackson Archer comes in. Bransoy comes out. Jack Thompson also comes in, so Forest City will change out their heavy personnel and go a little lighter here on 2nd down and 6. From the 12, 4:51 to play. 2 receivers left, 2 wings in the game. Delavu takes the snap, hands it off to Thompson. He's ripped down to the backfield. Thompson is smoked by Schwen. Blake Schwen goes nearly untouched. As Schwen able to get in there, 6 foot, 236-pound senior goes nearly unblocked and smokes Thompson in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 5 on 2nd down, making it 3rd down and 11. So Forest City will have 3rd down and 11 from the 17-yard line. They got to get near the 6 for 1st down yardage across the 6. Delavu takes the snap, looking right. Delavu steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run. He's got a long ways to go, and he's going to be brought down short of the 1st down marker as Delavu steps up and runs across the 15 to about the 13-yard line is where the ball will be spotted. Get him a gain about 4 on 3rd down. It'll be 4th down and about 7 upcoming for Forest City as the Indians will keep the offense on the field, of course, deep inside Clear Lake territory at the Lions' 13, 14-yard line. So it'll be spotted at the 14, and it'll be 4th down and about 7 for Forest City from the 13-yard line. 5 wide for the Indians. Delavu takes the snap. Delavu looking to throw. It is incomplete. Intended for the receiver, Kellen Moore. It is incomplete. And Clear Lake will take over on downs at at their own 13-yard line with 3:20 to play in the 3rd quarter, leading the Indians 28-6. So the Clear Lake offense back onto the field. Our 4th quarter coming up here about 3 minutes from now, brought to you by our good friends at A&W. Still have about half an hour to get down to your local Forest City A&W store before they close up shop for tonight. Make sure you get down there for a nice tasty treat. They'll sponsor the 4th quarter. Stephanie pulls it. Now he's going to run. Stephanie left side still running. He's going to be hit and brought down. Brandsoy and Archer for Forest City, but it's going to be enough for a Clear Lake 1st down across the 20-yard line near the 25 of the 24. So Stephanie is going to pick up about 11 or 12 on 1st down and have enough for a Clear Lake 1st down at the 24-yard line. 1st down and 10 Lions. 3 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter, 28-6. 1 man in motion. That's Nelson. They're going to give it off to Nelson. Nelson on the jet sweep, looking for running room, trying to stretch the edge. Forest City. Thompson makes a good play for the Indians as he's able to run Nelson out of bounds. Nelson originally thought about cutting it up the middle, but Forest City had it defended well there, and he had to try to stretch the field to get to the outside, but Jack Thompson plays the perimeter pretty well and able to use the sideline as a defender and run Nelson out of bounds after a gain of about 5 on 1st down. 2nd down and 5 upcoming from the 29. Stephanie takes the snap. Stephanie hands it off to Dodge. Dodge will maybe get a yard. He does get 1 to the 30. So it'll be 3rd down and a long 5 upcoming. A long 5, a short 6 for Clear Lake. From the 30-yard line here for the Lions, they got to get across that 34-yard line almost to the 35 for the 1st down. Trips to the left in a triangle, 1 receiver to the right. Forest City switching defensively, trying to get a body on those guys. Stephanie looking to throw. Now Stephanie under pressure. He throws. It is incomplete, nearly intercepted by Archer for the Indians. Archer makes a good defensive play, taking it away from Zeke Nelson, who was trying to get it at the 50-yard line. And it's 4th down upcoming for the Lions, and Forest City might get the football back. And Clear Lake will bring that punt unit on with 2:11 to play here in quarter number 3, leading 28-6. And Nelson will be in that punt formation. Of course, they can run offensively at some points of the year if they need to. At this point, unlikely for Clear Lake to run an offensive play, as Nelson will boot this one away. Kellen Moore will take it and drops it inside the 20-yard line, picks it back up at the 20-15 and going to run out of bounds. And they're going to spot him all the way back at the, I don't like that spot, of the 24-yard line. Thought he at least got across the 25 before he tiptoed out of bounds. but they're going to mark him at the 24-yard line where it'll be first down and 10, Forest City at their own 24-yard line. So that will be the official spot, as one good thing is the rain is cleared up. It was just a brief little light shower that came down. That has found its way of subsiding here from the football field. 2:01 to play in the third quarter, 28-6 Lions. Indians trying to cut into this lead as Delavu looking to throw across the middle, caught by Robe Berry. So Robe Berry will make the snag for the Indians across the 25, short of the 30. Give him a gain of about 4 on first down, make it second down and 6 upcoming for Forest City with 1:40 to play in the third quarter, and the Indians trailing 28-6 here to Clear Lake in district play tonight. Over half the way through the regular season of the Iowa high school football season. Kind of crazy to think about that. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Delavu will take the snap. Delavu will hand it off to Clausen. Clausen is snagged there by the Clear Lake defense. That's Trineri. As Trineri was able to grab Clausen. So Trineri brings Clausen down at the 31, across the 31, almost to the 32-yard line. So it'll be third down and short coming up for Forest City. Third down and a long 3 for the Indians. From the 31, Forest City has to get across the 34 for the first down. The ball is across the 31 right now. They got to get across the 34 for the first down. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Delavu looking to throw at the first down. Sticks was the catch made. The catch was made at the 35. That'll be enough for a first down. So the Indians run a quick little outplay to Robe Berry at the sticks, and he makes the catch at the 35, which is enough for the first down. We mentioned they had to get across the 34. They do at the 35. First down and 10 Indians. They're at the 35-yard line. 30 seconds, one more play. Forest City will run here in the third quarter before we go to the A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City fourth quarter. Still plenty of time to get down to your local Forest City A&W store for a root beer float, polar swirl, and more treats. Delavu will hand this one off to Andy Olson, trying to stretch the outside. Andy Olson will fight across the 40-yard line for some extra yardage, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. We've played 3. It's Forest City 28. It's Clear Lake 6. We come back for the A&W fourth quarter right after this.
Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more, available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as we head to quarter number 4 between Forest City and Clear Lake. Kind of crazy to think about. The big matchup in this district tonight is in Osage between New Hampton and the Osage Green Devils, and it is Osage leading the number 5 team in Class 2A, New Hampton 14-8 at halftime. They're only at halftime. We're heading to the fourth quarter here in 2 of the same district games. Hand off left side, Jack Thompson looking for running room, trying to stretch the edge. He's got first down yardage and more to the 49-yard line, so Jack Thompson has a first down for the Forest City Indians at the 49. And the Indians will have it first down and 10 from their own 49-yard line with 11:54. This is the fourth quarter. All of our fourth quarters are brought to you by our good friends at A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. Right now is a great time to get down to your local Forest City A&W for a break with a tasty treat. Root beer floats, shakes, puller swirls, and more. See them on Highway 69 North in Forest City today. A&W got about 20 minutes or so to get down to the A&W store today. Otherwise, catch them at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Hand off up the middle. It's Clausen, I believe, for the Indians. Across the 50, it'll be a gain of about 6 on first down for Forest City. It is Clausen on the carry, a gain of about 6 to the 45. The Indians were at the 49, and Clausen gets to the 45 of Clear Lake. So it's a gain of 6 and second down and 4 upcoming. 11 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Forest City has a lot of ground to make up, trailing the Clear Lake Lions 28-6. Two wings in for the game for Forest City. Kellen Moore shifting on that right side. It is Andy Olson up the middle for a couple more, and Forest City is going to be short of the first down marker. It'll be third down and less than a yard as they are inside. Forest City is now that they're going to mark it about right at. So about right at the 42-yard line, they got to get across the 41. So it's about a full yard for Forest City on third down. At the 42, they got to get to the 41 and across the 41 for the first down. 10:22 to play in the fourth quarter. Forest City will pack it in tight. Clear Lake will stack the box. Dillevue will take the quarterback keeper, and he's got plenty for the first down. So quarterback keeper for Dillevue and the Indians, first down and 10, Forest City at the 40. As it'll be a 2-yard keeper there for Dillevue and the Indians. They'll find the first down yardage to the 40-yard line. 10 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. 28-6 the lead for Clear Lake. Thanks for joining us here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you. A.J. Taylor will have the Waldorf Warriors and the Presentation Saints on B103 tomorrow at 12:45. Iowa State is on KIOW tomorrow. Hand off to Thompson. Thompson looking for running room to the right side, and he'll be tripped up after a large gain of about 7 on first down for Jack Thompson. Lefevre makes the stop for the Lions, and the spot will be at the 32-yard line. So a gain of 8, and the Indians are 2 yards from another first down with 9:23 to play here in quarter number 4. Again, some big games going on around the state right now. That West Hancock and Hartley Melvin Sanborn game is getting worse. Well, actually, Hartley Melvin Sanborn, since the last time I looked at it, has scored. It's now 31-12. Here's the handoff to Clausen, left side. He's brought down to the backfield. Clausen is brought down in the backfield. That is Birchka, who makes the stop. Nick Birchka on the stop, the senior, 5'10", 155-pound senior, is able to get in there and bring the Indians down for a loss. It was second down and 2, and now it's going to be third down and about 7 upcoming for Forest City at the 37-yard line. So loss of about 5 on second down, and it's third down and 7 upcoming for Forest City. 8:27 to play. One receiver right, one receiver left, wing to the right side in the game for the Indians. Dillevue takes the snap. Dillevue looking to throw. It is incomplete. It was right to his receiver at the sticks, but it's out of the hands of Thorson at the 30-yard line, incomplete. And it's fourth down upcoming for Forest City. So fourth down coming. Fourth down and long. And what will the Indians decide to do? Forest City is going to keep the offense on the field from where they're at right now. It looks to be Forest City going for it on fourth down and 7 with 8:55 to play here in the quarter. Inside Clear Lake territory at the 37-yard line. 3 receivers in a trip formation to the right, 2 receivers left. Dillevue, empty backfield, takes a snap, couple of steps drop, throws it complete to Robe Berry. Berry makes one man miss. Berry's got the first down yardage and more. Near the 25-yard line, Robe Berry spins out of another tackle inside the 25 and the 24. Robe Berry with a huge gain for Forest City on third down. He only needed 7. Instead, he picks up an extra 6. So give Robe Berry 13
on fourth down, and Forest City has it first down and 10 deep inside Clear Lake territory at the 24-yard line. First down and 10 Indians from the 24 of Clear Lake. 7:47 to play. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Dillevue takes the snap. Dillevue looking to throw. Dillevue steps up in the pocket. Now he's running away with it. He throws it complete to Robe Berry at the 10. Berry to the 5, and he's going to be brought down at the 5-yard line. Another pass completed to Robe Berry inside the 5-yard line, or at the 5-yard line. First down and 10 Indians. The Indians have found something where Clear Lake keeping a guy a bit off of Berry, as Forest City haven't really gone to him much in this game, but now back-to-back completions for Robe. And the Indians have it first down and goal at the 5-yard line and are 5 yards from pay dirt. 7:23 to play in the ball game. Dillevue sends his man in a shift. They're going to hand it off to Olsen. Looking right. Olsen at the 5. Is he in? Touchdown! Andy Olsen from 5 yards out, and the Indians lead. The Lions lead has been cut down. Indians will go for the 2-point conversion to make this a full two-possession game, as they will go for the 2-point conversion to make it a 28-14 game. And the Indians will go with their off balance, as most of the offense is left side of the numbers. 2 linemen and 2 receivers to the right. Dillevue by himself. Dillevue rolling out, looking to throw. Dillevue under pressure. Needs to get rid of the football. He's going to be thrown down at the 15-yard line. So Dillevue is thrown down for about a 13-yard loss on the 2-point conversion. Doesn't matter. Forest City has cut the lead 28-12 with 7:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll come back for kickoff next.
Has complete prescription services, free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com, as it is Forest City set to kick this one off. It'll be Sopko who will tee the ball up at the 40-yard line for the Indians. 28-12 is the lead for the Lions, with 7:13 to play left in the ball game. And Forest City is going to need the football back in a hurry to try to score again and make this a one-possession game. And we'll see what Forest City decides to do with this kick. Are they going to go for the onside kick here, or are they going to kick it deep? And it looks like Sopko will be back to kick this one off. We'll see what the Indians decide to do. 5 seconds on the play clock. They got to kick the football. And the play clock expired a long time ago, and now they're finally going to throw the flag. The play clock was expired for about 3 or 4 seconds before the referees finally noticed it. And so Forest City will back it up 5 yards. Actually, I think he even called offside, so I don't even think they were even looking at the play clock. I don't know how they were. There was all zeros on the clock for quite some time. They move it back 5 yards, and Forest City will attempt an onside kick, and it is going to be caught by Myers. And Myers will take it at about the 47-yard line. So Myers and the Clear Lake Lions pick it up at the 48-yard line. First down and 10 Clear Lake from their own 48. So a lot of confusion. Weren't sure if Forest City was going to keep it deep or if the Indians were going to go for it. The Indians got the bounce they were looking for, just nobody got to it. Thomas Myers, 6'5", was there.
and he was able to pull it down. So Clear Lake's offense on the field with 7:09 to play in the fourth quarter. 2 receiver left, 1 receiver to the right. Hand off to Dodge, and the Indians' defense will bring Dodge down at the 50-yard line. So Dodge will pick up 2 yards from the 48 to midfield. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 upcoming with 6:55 to play in the ball game. Our A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City fourth quarter with just 6:47 remaining. 28-12 is the lead for the Lions here at midfield, where they have 2nd down and 8. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Stephanie has Dodge in the backfield. Stephanie looking to throw downfield. Stephanie's pass is caught. Now it's dropped. Was it caught and fumbled, or was he down? Oh, they're going to call him caught and down. No chance. It's either got to be incomplete or it's got to be a fumble. The referee says he caught it and he was down. There's 0 chance he caught that football and was down with it. Thank you. Thankfully, the line judge comes over here and overrules. I'm not sure what the referee in the middle of the field saw. Obviously not the same play, as that football either has to be caught and a fumble. The guy wasn't even close to the ground when that ball came out, so it's either got to be a catch and a fumble or it's got to be incomplete. And thankfully, the line judge on the near side comes in, they talk about it, and they get it right. That's what we like to see with the officials. Got to talk about it. You got to get it right. They did both things. 28-12 is the lead, 6:20 to play here in the quarter. You have a bunch of other friends in the same color as you on the field. Use them to help them out. They used that perfectly there. 50-yard line. 2nd down and 8 upcoming here for the Lions. 1 receiver to the near side, 1 receiver to the top of the formation. Running back and quarterback in the backfield. Here's the snap. Stephanie will roll out, looking to throw. Stephanie still looking, still rolling out towards the sideline. Now he'll pitch it into the Clear Lake bench. And it'll be 4th down and long, so the Indians' defense does hold. And likely Forest City will get the football back with 6:13 to play. Forest City scores quickly here. This could be a football game, folks. Indians likely to get the ball back with 6:13 to play. If the Indians find a quick touchdown, Forest City is 1 score out with whatever they have left on the clock. If they can find a quick touchdown, the Indians are right in this football game. But they got to score, and they got to score quickly. Zeke Nelson will boot this one away. It'll be taken by Kellen at about the 19-yard line. Kellen looking for some blockers, and now a penalty marker comes in. Came pretty late. It did look like a penalty, but it came really late. And Kellen Moore across the 31-yard line. Penalty marker comes in. The hit was thrown, and then there was nothing for quite a while. And then all of a sudden, after about 5 or 6 seconds of Kellen Moore running, then a flag comes out. So we know what that is going to be. It's going to come back on Forest City. Not disputing it was a penalty against the Indians. Just would like to see that come out instantaneously. And the Indians will have to go back further. They will start this drive inside the 15-yard line at the 14. So a long ways to go for Forest City with 6:03 to play, and they've got to score twice. 6:03 to play here in the fourth quarter. Got to score twice. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 receiver to the top. Dillevue in the gun with Andy Olson. Dillevue looking to throw across the middle, caught by Thompson at the 20, 25, and going to be run out of bounds near the 25 or near the 30-yard line. So Thompson will be run out of bounds near the 30. It'll be a big gain for Forest City across the 29. They are going to spot it at the 29. So not all the way across the 29. They spot it just ahead of the 29-yard line. 1st down and 10 Forest City at their own 29-yard line with 5:58 to play. And Thompson did get out of bounds, so the clock will stop. 28-12 the lead for the Lions. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Here's a snap to Dillevue. Dillevue looking to throw. It is incomplete, intended for Jack Thompson. Make it 2nd down and 10 upcoming, so Thompson unable to reel that one in, just a bit over his head. 28-12 our score here in Forest City between the Indians and the Lions. 91st meeting between these two teams, 72nd straight meeting. From the 29-yard line, Forest City will have it 2nd down and 10. 5:54 to play in the fourth quarter. Two receivers left, two receivers right. Near the formation, Delavu takes the snap. Looking to throw. Delavu steps up in the pocket, completes to Kellen Moore at the 35. Louis Obia will bring him down across the 35-yard line. Kellen still running. Kellen thought maybe he rolled over Louis Obia and then was able to get up and keep running, but the official says he was down. Of course, that's a long ways from us, so we'll revert to the official there. Kellen sure wasn't excited about it. Brought down at the 38-yard line. So 3rd down and 1 for Forest City from the 38. 28-12 is a score. Forest City just needs a first down now and then can worry about trying to score quickly afterwards. Don't need to go anything a long ways here. They got to score quickly, but just need a first down at this point. 3rd down and 1. Delavu takes the snap, hands it off to Andy Olson, and Olson will have enough for a first down, still on his feet, or trying to still run with his feet, and Andy Olson will have the first down across the 40 at the 42. So first down and 10, Forest City at the 42-yard line. 5:09 to play here in the fourth quarter. 28-12 is the lead for the Lions of Clear Lake, and Forest City needs to score twice. The Indians get their first down. Now they can start looking for the end zone. Yeah, I know it's all a long ways to go on their own 42, but the clock is starting to tick away on them here. Delavu will take the snap. Delavu hands it off to Olson left side. And he's brought down after a gain of about a yard. And Reek will make the stop for the Lions at the 44-yard line. So a gain of 2 at the 44. 2nd down and 8 upcoming. With 4:26 to play here in the fourth quarter, 28-12, and the Indians need 2 scores. 3 receivers coming to the near side, 2 receivers at the top, empty backfield for Delavu. Delavu takes a snap, looking to throw. Delavu downfield, caught by Barry, and now there's a flag that comes in. The flag is sitting at the 44-yard line, which is the line of scrimmage. So the gain is, it's going to be a gain of about 1 at the 45. No, they're going to give him the 46. So the gain will be to the 46, but the penalty will come against Forest City. Chop block against the Indians. So there's a gain of 2 on 2nd down. Penalty against Forest City, 10 yards from the spot of the penalty. So Forest City will have it now 2nd down and a long ways from their 34-yard line. Clock will spin. 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Indians trail 28-12. 2 receivers to the near side, 3 receivers to the top, 5 wide for the Indians. Delavu takes a snap. Delavu looking to throw. He throws across the middle. It's incomplete. And Kellen Moore thought he was being held. And it'll be 3rd down and long for Forest City. So 3rd down and long upcoming. Reek is the defender who was covering Kellen there. As the Clear Lake defense will look over at the sidelines for their defensive assignments. 3:52 to play in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City, fourth quarter. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Delavu takes the snap, looking to throw. Indians need a lot of yards. Penalty marker on the field. The pass is complete to Feldman across the 35 at about the 37, but penalty marker comes out. And the official quickly looked at the Clear Lake sideline, I would assume, asking Clear Lake what they want to do with it, so it must be coming against Forest City. It is a legal man downfield to decline by the Lions, and it'll be 4th down. So obviously that we could tell it was coming against Forest City as soon as the official threw the flag, the play was wrapping up. The official looked at the Clear Lake sidelines right behind him and presumably was asking them what they wanted to do about it, and they decided to decline it to make it 4th down. So Forest City will have to punt and essentially concede here to the Lions with 3:30 to play in the fourth quarter, 28-12. And now we've got a whistle and a timeout Forest City. Timeout Indians, 3:25 to play in the fourth, 28-12 the lead. We'll come back in 1 minute.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as it is Forest City trailing the Clear Lake Lions 28-12 with 3:25 to play here in the fourth quarter. Are brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. And the Indians, looks like after the timeout, will have the offense just coming out of a timeout. Forest City now has confusion with their personnel, and they will leave the offense on the field needing a first down. They need about 15 yards, and Dillevue will just huck this one to the Clear Lake sideline. That's going to land on the track. Incomplete, turnover on downs with 3:20 to play in the game, and Clear Lake will get the football back as the Lions are going to hold on. 3:20 to play in this contest, and Clear Lake will need a first down or two to run the clock over deep inside Forest City territory at the Indians' 37-yard line. Of course, Forest City can force a turnover and still have a chance in this game, but Clear Lake likely just going to go heavy dodge here and try to run this clock down. They will snap it to Stephanie, and here is the first run by Dodge to the right side, and Dodge has got a lot on first down all the way up to the 31-yard line. So give Dodge about 6 on first down to the 31. TJ Weber on the stop for the Indians at the 31-yard line. 2nd down and 4 upcoming for the Lions, and we figured Clear Lake would go heavy Sam Dodge here as Dodge got the Lions over 100 yards on the ground in the first half. Haven't seen as much from him here in the second half. 26 carries for 115 and 3 touchdowns right now for the freshman. Having a career night in his first start. Stephanie takes the snap. Again, we'll hand it to Dodge to the right side. Dodge makes a one-man miss, and will have enough for a Clear Lake first down. So one tackler misses. That's enough for a Clear Lake first down with 2:30 to play. Clock will stop momentarily to move the chains. 28-12 the lead for the Lions with 2:30 to play. Clock starts ticking now. And Clear Lake going to continue to just try to run this one down here against the Forest City Indians. One receiver left, one receiver right. Nelson to the far right. Logie here to the near side. Dodge on the left side of Stephanie. Both in the gun. Here's the snap. Stephanie will throw across the middle. It's caught by Thomas Meyer, and Kellen Moore will make a big stop. So a quick little in pass there to Thomas Meyer. And Kellen Moore will make the stop at the 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 6 upcoming here for Clear Lake after a 4-yard gain on first down with 1:50 to play. And the Lions will need to run about a couple more plays. One more first down will do it. As Stephanie and Logie in the backfield, one receiver right, one receiver left. 2 tight ends in the formation for the Lions. Here's a snap to Stephanie. They're going to hand it off to Dodge on the right side. Dodge will plow forward for a yard or two. And now Forest City will take a timeout. So the Indians will take a timeout with 1:24 to play here in the fourth quarter. As the Indians have it here on 3rd down, or have Clear Lake here into a 3rd down. And Forest City think if they can get a stop here on Clear Lake on 3rd down, you have one more timeout to use. You get the football back, and then you got to go quickly. So the Indians will have Clear Lake in a 3rd down and about 5 upcoming. So it'll be about 3rd down and 5 for the Lions after the timeout at the 18-yard line. 3rd down and 5 from the 18 for Clear Lake. Leading this game 28-12 with 1:24 remaining. If Forest City can get a stop here on 3rd down, the Indians can call their final timeout, which would give them the football back, or at least actually from this range, it would likely be a field goal attempt for the Lions. If they can get a stop on the field goal, Forest City could throw a couple heaves down. If you get it in, then you have an onside kick and maybe a couple more heaves. I know at this point we're grasping, but that's what Forest City is looking for, and that's why they call the timeout. 1 receiver right, 2 receivers left. Stephanie in the gun will take the snap. Stephanie looking to throw. Pressure coming. Stephanie throws towards the end zone, and it is caught. Zeke Nelson is able to make the catch, so Forest City calls the timeout. Clear Lake able to throw it to the end zone. Wide open Zeke Nelson on a beautiful pass. as Zeke Nelson will have his 4th touchdown of the year, longest of the season for Nelson. His longest before that one was from 12 yards. And Clear Lake will put a cap on this game as Claybaugh will attempt the PAT to make it 35-12. Right now at 34-12. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is well good. Clear Lake 35, Forest City 12, 1:19 to play here in the contest. We'll take a break. Kickoff is a minute away.
To providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 1:19 remaining in the contest as the Lions will boot this one away for Claybaugh. Claybaugh is set to boot this one away here for the Clear Lake Lions. 35-12 is the lead for the Lions as they are on their way back to 500. After this game, will stand at 3-3 overall, 2-1 in district play, and essentially put themselves back in a place where they can try to make the playoffs this year. It'll put Forest City and Garner at the bottom of the district. Garner gets blown out by Crestwood tonight. 44-7 is the final score in that one. One of the biggest games in the state happening with a local team, West Hancock and Hartley Melvin Sanborn, and it is the number 1 West Hancock Eagles all over number 5 Hartley Melvin Sanborn, 31-18 in the fourth quarter. Hartley Melvin Sanborn trying to throw the football, which is not what they like to do. To try to move it down the field as they are trailing 31-18. 55-22 is Newman Catholic over Lake Mills. As Forest City will take the kickoff at about the 15, and Jack Thompson will be run down at about the 24-yard line. Cabot will make the stop for the Lions. Other games that we had for you on the KIOW networks tonight: 68-0 for North Butler, for St. Ansgar over North Butler. The big ranked matchup in this district: number 5 New Hampton trailing Osage 14-8 right now. That's in the fourth quarter. They must have got something mixed up with the scoreboard earlier. It looked like that it was a New Hampton lead earlier in this game, but Osage on their way to trying to upset the number 5 team in Class 2A and put themselves in the driver's seat to win the district, as they would have a district, essentially a district championship matchup with Crestwood trying to get with the Cadets. Later on in the season, Forest City throws a pass complete out to the 34-yard line. Indians no huddle, 53 seconds remaining, 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Here's a snap. Dillevue will throw, caught by Andy Olson. He'll get out of bounds at about the 41. So Andy Olson gets out of bounds at the 41-yard line. First down and 10, Forest City. 45 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 35-12, Indians trailing the Clear Lake Lions. And we will see the Indians offense trying to put this one down the field. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Dillevue and Olson in the I formation in the gun. Here's the snap. Dillevue will throw it. It's complete to Jackson Archer. Archer trying to get out of bounds. He will. So Jackson Archer gets out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Was he short of the 46, or did he get to the 46? He was short of the 46-yard line. So Archer gets across the 45, short of the 46. It'll be about 5.5 about 5.5 for Forest City here on second down. 40 seconds remaining in the contest, 35-12. Our fourth quarter today has been brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City. Closed up the shop tonight, but check them out at 11 o'clock tomorrow. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Dillevue and Andy Olson in the gun.
And we've got movement. Oh, man. Seemed like the same slight movement we've seen from the Clear Lake offense much of this night going to get called here. So false start on the Forest City offense. 39 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 35-12 is the lead for Clear Lake as the ball will be moved back to the 41-yard line. So the Indians' first down 5-yard play is reverted back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's now second down and 10 for Forest City from the 41 of their own territory. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Delavu will take the snap, looking to throw across the middle. It's caught by Jack Thompson in the middle of the field. And the clock will spin short of the first down, and that will be the end of the game. Forest City will fall to Clear Lake tonight. Oh, they're going to try to get a playoff. Can they do it in 1 second? They can, so the Indians do get one more playoff here with 1 second. I thought the game was going to end. Now it will, as Jackson Archer will make a catch at the 45-yard line is where the ball is spotted, and that will conclude tonight's contest. Final score is Clear Lake 35, Forest City 12 is the final here in Forest City. The Lions are victorious over the Indians for a second straight here in 2022, and the Lions will move to 3-3 overall and 2-1 in the district. Forest City will fall to 1-5 overall and 0-3 in Class 2A District 3. We'll come back in 3 minutes for the post-game show. Our post-game show today brought to you by County Line Seeds in Forest City. County Line Seeds is located off the airport blacktop in Forest City. Not happy with what you're seeing in the fields tonight? Give Jake, Matt, or Chuck a call today at 641-581-3300 or visit them in the industrial park on the south side of Forest City. We'll come back for the County Line Seeds post-game show in 3 minutes.
Forest City Family Dentistry downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland, New Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to our area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
The Super Bowl at Forest City is open nightly for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Bucchese pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer.
Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
The County Line Seed team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the airport blacktop in Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Our post-game show today brought to you by County Line Seeds, located off the airport, Blacktop in Forest City. You're not happy with what you're seeing in the fields this year? Give Jake, Matt, or Chuck a call today at 641-581-3300 or visit them off the Industrial Park on the south side of Forest City, off the airport, Blacktop there inside the Industrial Park on the south side of Forest City. Well, the Indians were there at times tonight. Forest City, I think that's the best way to put it. Forest City was there at times. The Indians struck first. Forest City, you have that situation where the Indians give Clear Lake the ball twice deep inside their own territory. You don't have those things happen. You take 14-ish or so points away at that point, and Clear Lake just able to make the right plays when they needed to. The pick six for Forest City. So we've talked about maybe 21 points in those situations. The Indians just 21 points off of Forest City errors, and this one is a pretty good football game. Instead, it's 35-12. Clear Lake, the victors over the Indians. Forest City falls for a 64th time in this series in the 91st meeting between these two teams. It is the 72nd straight meeting between these two teams, and as we mentioned a moment ago, the 91st all-time meeting between Forest City and Clear Lake. Of course, we will redistrict before next year, but I would assume if Forest City and Clear Lake don't end up in the same district, then I would assume we will see a non-district game, likely trying to keep that streak alive for Forest City and Clear Lake, two teams that like to play against each other. It's always fun to have this rivalry each and every single year. Second quarter, 21 points for the Lions. That's enough to do it as they defeat Forest City 35-12, the final in this one. As far as team stats go, Forest City ran 75 plays for 329 yards of total offense. That tells you right there that the Indians were able to do things in this game. They put up 329 yards of offense and lost 35-12. They moved the football, just those mistakes that cost the Indians. Almost 30 minutes of total time possession. The Indians ran the ball 38 times for 133 yards. Forest City completed 21 passes for 196 yards, had one touchdown, 2 interceptions thrown, had a fumble, 2 fumbles, one of them were lost. 4 turnovers in the game for Forest City. Talking about those mistakes right there. 19 first downs for the Indians, 7 of them on the ground, 11 of them through the air, 1 via penalty. Forest City was 8 of 17 on third down. They were 1 of 5 on fourth down. Had 8 penalties for 65 yards, sacked 1 time for 4 yards, and punted 4 times for 29 yards. Clear Lake, on the other hand, the Lions, 44 plays, 211 offensive yards, 18 minutes of time of possession. They ran the ball 32 times for 141 yards. They threw the ball 12 times, completed 5 of them for 70 yards, a touchdown. Had 3 fumbles in the day. All of them were lost. Those were the 3 turnovers by the Lions. Forest City gave up 13 first downs, 9 of them on the ground, 3 of them through the air, 1 via penalty. Clear Lake was 4 of 9 on third down, did not attempt a fourth down conversion. Had 1 penalty for 15 yards, were sacked 1 time for 10 yards, and punted 4 times for 37.5 yards on the average there for the Clear Lake Lions. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll continue our County Line Seeds post-game show when we come back. 10 o'clock tonight is the Iowa High School scoreboard show. We'll have that for you at 10 o'clock tonight. We will not take you all the way to the Iowa High School scoreboard show, but we'll be with you again for another 10, 15 minutes here. We'll take a break. We'll come back. More on the post-game show comes your way in about 2 minutes' time.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time. Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooter's will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
The County Line Seed Team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Back on the County Line Seeds post-game shows. Darren Eggestal with you here from Forest City High School as the Indians fall by a final score of 35-12 tonight to the Clear Lake Lions. The Indians fall to 1-5 overall. They are 0-3 in Class 2A District number 3. Clear Lake advances to 3-3 overall. The Lions are now 2-1 in Class 2A District 3. Some other scores going on around the district. The biggest one is the number 5 team in Class 2A, and the leader of the district coming into tonight, the New Hampton Chickasaws, are trailing the Osage Green Devils 21-8 in the fourth quarter, and New Hampton's offense doesn't move quickly. The Chickasaws are a slow-developing run behind Braden McShane, who we're going to see coming up next week as Forest City has a date with those same Chickasaws in New Hampton next Friday. Get used to that name, McShane. That's about all New Hampton does. So they do not move the ball very quickly. So tough task here for the Chickasaws trying to come back to defeat the Green Devils, trailing 21-8 at the current moment in a big game in the fourth quarter there in Class 2A District number 3. Other scores from around it is the West Hancock Eagles, the number 1 team in the state. They will prove their rankings tonight as they take down number 5 Hartley Melvin Sanborn at Hartley Melvin Sanborn tonight. 31-18 the final score in that contest. Garner Hayfield Ventura falls tonight to Crestwood 44-7 the final one. 68-0 is St. Ansgar over North Butler. Another game for you we had here on the networks this evening. And trying to find out one game, not close to here, but one game we had on the networks for you tonight was Cascade and Sumner Fredericksburg. That one was going on as well on the networks this evening. Oh, Lake Mills and Newman Catholic. It was all Newman Catholic the last time we saw. Let's check in on a final score of that one. Looks like 55-22 final score between Lake Mills. 55-28 the final score between Newman Catholic and Lake Mills. Some scores from around the area and around the state there. Had a lot of really big games going on tonight. But it is the Clear Lake Lions defeating the Forest City Indians tonight by a final score of 35-12. Individually in this game for Forest City, they were able to find a couple of touchdowns in this contest, and one of them was set up after a couple of big plays. DeRobe Berry, the senior for Forest City, has 5 catches for 43 yards, an 8.5-yard average for him tonight. Kellen Moore had 6 receptions for 72 yards and a touchdown. Jack Thompson had 4 receptions for 40 yards, a 10-yard average. Jackson Archer, 2 receptions for 9 yards, a 4.5-yard average. Feldman had 1 reception for 8 yards. Andy Olson, 1 reception for 7 yards. Kellen Moore had 9 tackles, 6 solos, a tackle for a loss. Sam Clausen had 6 tackles, 4 solo. Jack Thompson, 3 tackles, 3 solo. It was Jeremiah Taglin with 2.5 tackles, 2 solo. Kearney had 2.5 tackles, 2 solo. Krutzinger had 2 tackles. It was Jackson Archer, 2 tackles. Bransoy, a tackle and a half. Vinton Feldman, a tackle and a half. A tackle and a half for Grant Woogie. Christian Anderson as well. Seidel had a tackle tonight. Half a tackle for Brock Good and TJ Weber. Also, Forest City attempted 1 PAT. It was blocked. 1 2-point conversion. It was no good. Krutzinger had 4 punts for 119 yards. It's a 29.8-yard average, 1 inside the 20-yard line. Kellen Moore had 3 punt returns for 23 yards, a 7.7-yard average. The Indians also had 6 kick returns tonight. Thompson had 4 for 65 yards, a 16.3-yard average, and Kellen Moore had 2 for 52 yards, a 26-yard average. For the Lions, Stephanie went 5 of 12 through the air as the quarterback, 70 yards and a touchdown. Sam Dodge, the freshman, making his first start tonight in for the injured Titan Schmidt. 28 rushes for 125 yards, a 4.5-yard average, and 3 touchdowns, a career day for the freshman. Stephanie had 3 carries for 11 yards. It was 1 for Zeke Nelson for 5. Logie had a reception for 30 yards. Nelson had a reception for 18 and a touchdown. Longest touchdown for Nelson this year. That's his 4th touchdown through the air this season. His longest there from 18 yards out. His longest before tonight was 12. Thomas Meyer had 2 receptions for 13, and Louis Obia had 1 reception for 9. Hambly had 8 tackles, 3 solo. Birchka had 8 tackles, 1 solo. Reek had 7.5 tackles. It was Louis Obia, 5.5 tackles. Erpelding, 4.5 tackles. Tyler Lefevre had 4 tackles and 3 solo for Clear Lake. Claybaugh had 1 field goal attempt from 37 yards, no good. He was 5 for 5 on PATs. Zeke Nelson, 4 punts for 150 yards, 37.5-yard average. He had 3 punt returns for 20 yards, a 6.7-yard average, and had a fumble, a muffed one that turned into Forest City, scoring 6 points. 3 kick returns for the Lions tonight for an average of -1 yard as their 2 kick returns go nowhere. 1 kick return goes backwards for 1 yard in this contest. That brings us to our NBT Bank Player of the Game. Tonight's NBT Bank Player of the Game. NBT Bank brings you the Player of the Game. NBT has 10 locations in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. They're going to serve you with checkings, loans, savings, and more. NBT Bank is your bank. NBT Bank. See them online at mbtbank.com. Tonight's NBT Bank Player of the Game for Forest City is going to go to Jack Thompson. Thompson had some good games this year. Probably should have got it earlier this year. But Thompson going to be the NBT Bank Player of the Year. Had 4 receptions for 40 yards, 10-yard average, second only to Kellen Moore. He also had 5 rushes tonight for 9 yards in this contest, and he was 3rd on the team in tackles with 3. All 3 of those were solo. And then he had those 4 kick returns for 65 yards, a almost 17-yard average. That'll make Kellen Moore our NBT Bank Player of the Game. Again, NBT has 10 North Iowa locations, North Iowa and southern Minnesota locations to serve you with checkings, loans, savings, and more. NBT Bank is your bank. See them online at nbtbank.bank. Well, that's going to do it here from Forest City High School as the Indians fall to the Clear Lake Lions 35-12. Again, we have a busy slate of football for you tomorrow. 12:45 pregame show, 1 p.m. kickoff on B103. Conference play starts for the Waldorf Warriors as they will take on the Presentation Saints at Bullsdorf Field. I encourage you to get out to Bullsdorf Field and watch them. If not, you can listen to A.J. Taylor. 12:45 pregame show, 1 p.m. is the kickoff in that contest. Iowa State and Kansas here on KIOW tomorrow. We'll have full coverage most of the day on that one between the Cyclones and the Jayhawks. Usually about 8 to 9 hours of coverage between pregame shows, postgame shows, and the game. So all day here on KIOW tomorrow. Also, we have more volleyball coming your way next week as Tuesday, Forest City and Lake Mills will have their conference championship volleyball matchup, which we will have for you right here on KIOW and, of course, live and video stream live at KIOW.com. That's kind of what's coming up. That's on the horizon for our KIOW schedule. Of course, if you would like to know what's going on at KIOW and our KIOW sports broadcast, you can always go to our website online at KIOW.com. Scroll to the far side and scroll down. You'll find a black bar that says Sports Broadcast Schedule, and from there you'll be able to see what is going on, when we're broadcasting, where we're broadcasting, and what time our pregame shows are, if they're on the radio, if they're on the video. When it gets into the postseason, we might have some games where it is just audio-only games like the Lake Mills game was this evening. So all of that information will be online for you at KIOW.com. The rain's starting to pick up here at the Forest City High School once again as the post-game festivities are starting to wind down here in Forest City. Again, the final score is the Indians falling to the Lions 35-12. Our post-game show today brought to you by County Line Seeds, located off the airport blacktop in Forest City. Not happy with what you're seeing in the fields this year? Give Jake, Matt, Chuck a call today at 641-581-3300 or visit them in the industrial park on the south side of Forest City. I want to thank John Lentz back at the studio for all of his hard work tonight back at KIOW. We appreciate him helping out this evening and helping us out. We really do appreciate that. Well, we'll see you for football action next Friday from New Hampton. We'll see you for volleyball action on Tuesday from Forest City. But until then, I'm Zaron Agastel saying good night from Forest City High School.